You, what's up, guys? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Another day. Let's get it. Okay, let me start my screen share real quick. All right, bet. There it is. Is trade rate down? Not for me. It's working good for me. Where's my water? But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good morning. You have a black screen. Just try refreshing it. Or if anything, just maybe use another browser. But yeah, guys, good morning. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. Hopefully we can get another winning trade today. You guys know we have been crushing it lately. Now, coming to market open today, we have a few interesting things going on. No setups. I know, yes, on my screen I have a fair value gap. I'm not really too interested in it, which I'll explain in just a second. Well, to be honest, I don't really have a read in the market. It's as simple as that. But yeah. So yeah, coming to market open, guys, it looks pretty interesting. I won't lie. For some reason, I don't know if Trump is speaking or tweeting or whatever he's doing. It's a daily thing now. But for some reason, the market ended up getting a spike in volume again. Every day, at 8:40 in the morning and at 8:45, causing a big spike and a big dump shortly after. Now, unfortunately, there is no setups that we can really take off of this. Yes, we did have something on the 15-minute time frame right over here, but in my opinion, it wasn't really that good. Why wasn't it good? The setup itself was amazing. It's just I don't really have too much of an understanding coming to market open of what the market may want to do. Because first of all, the market just opened, so I don't know. And second of all, we haven't really taken out any major lows to really tell me a reaction in the market. In order for me to really, want to take something. All right, so yeah, coming to market open, obviously we ended up inverting this fair value gap. We do have a pretty good amount of buying pressure kicking in. Maybe we create another gap in this candle, whatever, right? But that is pretty much what we have to work with so far coming to market open. And obviously we also have this low that we just created, in which we can probably also use, in a few minutes from now. All right. Now, to the upside, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do have a setup to the upside all the way up here. I'm pretty sure it looks like it's a 15-minute gap. I don't remember when I marked out this fair value gap. I think it's a 5-minute. Yeah, it's a 5-minute, and it seems like it's a 15-minute gap as well over here. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. And it seems like we've rejected from this gap not once, but twice with some pretty nice rejections. Now, the thing is that if the market ends up pumping up all the way into these highs up here, I don't really think we should take longs off this inverse. And I'll show you guys know why, right? We've reviewed it a million times. All right. So yeah, I'll consider it at best. If there's a better setup, I would for sure choose the other setup instead. But from the looks of it, if we do end up pumping up here and our only setup will be up here, it will be kind of a tricky one because, yeah, it's a good setup. And in fact, it's a very well-respected setup. But the one thing I don't like is that, let's say, for example, right, we have a liquidity up here, right? We take out this liquidity and we, if we're pumping, we're going to go slightly above it. And slightly above it will be our entry. And I don't want to be, in the same trade where the market takes out the high drawn liquidity and we pump up a little bit more, we inverse the fair value gap, it confirms us the entry, and then we enter, and all along what it was just a delayed reaction towards a DOL sweep. So I don't really want to try to work with something up here. Like I said, on the 5-minute time frame, we are creating some pretty nice gaps. So hopefully we can form a setup down here in time before we actually end up pumping up here. Like I said, I don't have a bias yet. So even if we do have this gap here, unfortunately, there's not much I really want to trade off of it. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, we have a bullish gap here, but I don't really think we could use it, in my opinion. At least not. Yeah, like I said, I want to make sure that everything I put out just makes the most sense. Yeah, the setup, we have buyers. It looks bullish. We could probably get like a little continuation model into the upside, but I just want to be making sure that we're catching the right move. And if it takes a little bit longer than usual, then so be it. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, let me put out that I'm live here on YouTube. YouTube, what is going on, guys? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Another day. Let's make it work. All right, guys. Yeah, let me go and put out that I'm live here on YouTube real quick. There we go. All right, perfect. Cool. But yeah, let's see what we do coming to market open today, guys. Like I said, this open is, I'm not going to say it's going to take forever, but, we need a read. We need a bias. Now, the thing is, we have a little bit of a problem, if you ask me. All right. And the reason I'm saying that we have a little bit of a problem is because, okay, look, If we want to trade upside, we need a bullish bias. How do we get a bullish bias? Well, we kind of need to take out the downside first, right? Which will mean that we will need to do something like this into at least this low or maybe even lower, and then we go back up. Or if we want to inverse this fair value gap and get shorts from this fair value gap, we first need to pump up even more, about 70-ish points, into this drawn liquidity, reject off the fair value gap again, and then reject down about over 100 points, over 140 points to then get an entry here. So to be honest, this fair value gap looks absolutely perfect, but there's not much we can really do from it just yet, in my opinion. And it looks so good. So I'm going to see if I can cook anything up here, but from the looks of it, there's not much I can really work with here off of this perfect imbalance. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but like I said, I don't want to rush anything and get into something that I know I'm not too sure of. You know what I mean? So yeah, in the meantime, let me also mark out my stuff here on ES because I don't really have it marked out. I mean, there's not really much to really mark out in the first place. Yeah, hopefully the volume today stays pretty calm. It looks pretty nice and clean today. So hopefully it stays like that so we can get another clean trade like yesterday. You got, for those that don't know, which we also did on my YouTube stream. But we ended up, for those that don't know, guys, we ended up catching one of the cleanest possible trades of the day yesterday. In fact, maybe one of the cleanest trades of the whole month of March. So yeah, hopefully it stays like that. The volume lately has been pretty clean, pretty smooth. So hopefully Trump doesn't really mess it up with any of, of his things, right? But yeah. Cookie. Hey. What are you doing? But yeah. So with your trade, do you not run a specific? No, I don't care. I always tell you guys this. I don't care about risk to reward. If I see a setup and it looks good and I have high confidence in it, I'll simply just take it, bro. Man, I should have taken that trade off the rip. Like I said, bro, there was not much to really take here. I mean, yeah, this 15-minute inverse looked amazing, but did you know it was going to inverse? You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have an idea of what to expect in the market. And yeah, hindsight, remember, guys, hindsight is always going to be 20/20 vision. Right. So yeah, obviously right now it looks like the setup would have played out like crazy, but what would you be saying if the setup didn't play out? You know what I mean? So yeah, just keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. Remember, guys, we didn't have anything to read here. We just barely missed a drawn liquidity sweep down here. So yeah. Bro, don't start knocking shit off my table, bro. But yeah. Now we are pumping up a little bit here. So if anything, we're getting closer and closer to taking out this high up here. Maybe like 60-ish points, maybe. Oh, yeah, about 60 points. So yeah, let's see if we can take out this high up here. Worst case, I mean, like I said, I'm not against taking longs off this inverse here. It's just this is not my favorite type of setup. But obviously, if everything looks really clean and very, very smooth, we can always try to give it a shot with some light size. At best. Because yeah, like I said, this setup down here looks really good, and so does this one. This setup right here is very well respected. We do know that part, right? It's a double top. Two rejections off this gap. It's a really nice, well-sized gap as well. We have room for higher. It's good. The only thing that worries me is if we have so much buying pressure and we take out this high up here, if it confirms the entry, we're going to be worried about a little pullback confirming a bearish bias, which I don't want to have to deal with. You know what I mean? See, hey, morning. I can't even read your name. Thornhill? Morning, bro. What's up, Jade? What's up, guys? Hopefully you guys are doing good, man. Over on my YouTube chat. What's your favorite setup? Like a no-brainer? Simple, bro. The same one that I take every single day. It's as simple as clean volume. What do we have yesterday? What do we have today? Some pretty clean volume, right? Remember, guys, volume drives everything. No matter how good the setup looks, if the volume does not line up good, the setup just won't work, right? So it really all depends on the volume. Even if you have a very questionable setup, if the volume looks good, it can still work out very cleanly. You know what I mean? So for me, it's a simple drawn liquidity sweep. Very clean sweep. No chop, nothing. Just straight to business. And then a nice inverse. For me, I prefer inverses over actual fair value gap trades, but I also trade regular fair value gaps. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried. I'm not gonna lie to you guys because right now we're kind of pulling back a little bit. And what this could be, it's a simple fair value gap retracement followed with the bounce, which wouldn't be bad for longs. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's gonna be a little bit trickier to know exactly where the market wants to go to because we don't have a read in the market yet, right? Before the market opened, we created this big range. I'm assuming because of Trump, right? Around this area here, which created a high and a low down here, and we haven't taken out any of these, any of this low or this high up here coming to market open yet. So we don't have too much of a read or of an understanding as to what the market, as to where the market wants to go to. Because yeah, right now we're looking at it right now, right? We can all be like, oh yeah, but we have a bunch of buying pressure, we have a bullish rally gap, we want to go higher, right? But we don't know that. That's the thing, right? We would have known that if we took out maybe a level of liquidity with buying pressure and then a fair value gap. We would have known that maybe we want to go higher. But in this case, look, we're inside of this fair value gap. Does anyone know if we're going to retrace or inverse? We don't know. That's the problem. And that's why I can't really rush into giving you guys any setups off, at least this setup right here, right? So I would much rather just wait a little bit longer, wait for us to maybe take out a level, and then we go from there. Can you look at the higher time frame and see what we're expecting? It's probably the same thing as to this right here, to be honest. Yeah, the 15-minute, yep, same thing. I don't really chart the 30-minute, but it's probably the same thing. Yeah, kind of right there. Nothing here. Yeah, it's really nothing, to be honest. It's just the market. Remember, the market's just trading in a range right now. So what are we trying to do? We're first of all, we're waiting for it to break out of the range, and we're also waiting for it to give us a reaction so we actually know what to expect. Because right now, look, I told you guys a second ago we were pumping up. Now we're dumping down. Did we know that this was going to happen? Absolutely not. So what happened to the people that ended up chasing these longs? You guys probably got stopped out, and you're probably confused. You're like, what the hell? The market was pumping up. Why is it dumping down randomly? You never had a bias, right? So that's why I always tell you guys, don't rush this. Just wait for it. You know what I mean? And now with this dump here, I mean, on the bright side, yeah, we completely just, missed out on maybe this setup here. But on the bright side, we're probably creating another one right here. So why is this setup going to be a little bit better? Well, let's check it out, right? You measure out this candle, right? We're dumping down. It's first of all, it's a 107-point candle. So maybe Trump is speaking right now or saying something, right? Between the whole Iran thing. So let me keep that open real quick. But yeah, hold on. Let me search up right here. What's Bloomberg? Let's see what we got here. Oh, 30 seconds ago. Iran's foreign minister. Only Iran and Oman will decide on futures. Iran straight won't reopen based on Trump's absurd. Oh man. Okay, so guys, it seems like Trump and Iran are still going at it while the market is open. So, yeah, today's definitely gonna be a day where we should definitely size a little bit lighter, to not risk as much because obviously you guys are seeing big pumps, big dumps, and here, only less than an hour. So. But yeah, so pretty much what I was saying, guys, is obviously right now we have a very nice sell-off right here. Obviously, this gap is huge. You know what I mean? It's 120 points here. So what we can do here is, since we're not going to be using this one, obviously we couldn't get a read in the market, so it's not really too worth it. What we could do is maybe with the sell-off, maybe we can take out this low or all of these lows nearby and maybe get a reaction shortly after to maybe use this gap here if we create it. That's a possibility. But it's all about waiting, guys. Cash till PM after 10:30. Probably, yeah. Probably. If we don't see a setup by 10:30, 10:40, yeah, we can always come back later. But yeah. And then obviously, once again, guys, let's use this as an example, right? What happened to the people who ended up using this inverse here as a potential short play, even though we didn't have a bearish bias? Well, I'm not gonna say anything yet, but like you see these random pullbacks here, like these pullbacks can really stop you out. You know what I mean? So just make sure that you have a read in the markets. You know what I mean? Do we have PMI? Probably at 10, right? In 15 minutes. I'm not too focused on it right now because obviously we're not, Yep, 10 a.m. manufacturing PMI, and then at 9 p.m. Trump is speaking on a red folder. Huh. Okay. Trump speaking at 9 p.m. Okay. That's interesting. Asia will probably be pretty nice tonight. You're gonna talk about the war? Yeah, bro. Asia's gonna be moving tonight like crazy. So if anything, if we don't get a trade during the New York session, we could probably get something during trading Trump news during Asia. Oh, but it's a possibility. I mean, if we don't get anything during the New York session today, we can most likely just consider Asia tonight. not that I'm a big fan of Asia, but knowing that Trump is speaking at 9 p.m. tonight, yeah, it's probably gonna move, especially on War News. Come on now, it's on drafting. Oh, but yeah, no, for now at least, we have 10 a.m. news, which is ISM manufacturing PMI, which to be honest doesn't really move too crazy, but it definitely you can notice it in the market. So yeah, I mean we'll see how that goes in what 14 minutes. David, please do not get drafted. I don't think I have control over that, but we can only hope. But yeah, hopefully soon we can at least start getting more of a read in the markets. I mean, once again, guys, for me, for my level, I would need to take out at least 24.36, which is pretty much where we bounce from in the market. So we know that we have some liquidity around this area here, right? So if we're able to retrace down to this level and get more of a reaction, whether it's a DOL sweep or a continuation model, we could definitely see what setup we can look to take going forward into the morning. Just eat a lot of food, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. For me, no matter how much food I eat, bro, I lose weight, bro. So yeah. We had a gap here. I didn't even notice. Let's see, because if we end up dumping all the way down here with all the worst stuff going on, the only gap that we have is probably like right here and then right down here, and we probably have one here, but I wouldn't use this one. Oh no, it's only 30 points. This one is like maybe like what, like 80? Yeah, 90. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, guys, I think the best thing that we could do right now, I mean, by the time that we form a setup, by the time that we get a read in the markets and everything, it's probably going to be 10 a.m. So, we're probably going to have to wait for news to come out, if anything. Bro, I hear bro, it's like you guys complain about everything, bro. I can't drink water, I can't talk, I can't breathe. Like, bro. Dude, I just gotta change my mic, bro. Maybe this one's a little bit too professional. David, bro, come on now, bro. They were cooking today. Hopefully, bro. I mean, I do like this volume. I will say. Obviously, we haven't had a setup yet. We're an entry model, or what we do, but we gotta wait for everything. But it does look clean. I will say that it doesn't look too much, but not too little. It's just perfect. So now we're just waiting for at least a sweep off of 36, and maybe we can inverse off this 5-minute bearish one up here. Should I still be paying for that? Remember, the indicator's two different things. But I am running a deal, so just DM me and I can hook you up with maybe like a month or three if you have lifetime. Yeah, guys. Hopefully we can take out this low soon, so we can start getting we can start actually getting a trade in the markets. Don't play. Wait, let me check something real quick. Hold up, guys. Give me 1 second here. Bro, why do you knock shit down, bro? Okay, there you go. All right, I'm back, guys. My bad. I was just typing something on YouTube, and we're pumping. Oof. Well, it's not bad. I mean, like I said, I really do like this volume. It's just there's not much I can really work with here, guys. I don't know what the market wants to do. I mean, I need us to take out a level, so at least I know what direction we took out and what direction we need to take out next. You know, in this case, I don't want to say we're chopping because the volume looks very, very clean, but we definitely don't have a direction. So not yet. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't want to say it's chopping. It looks very good. We are definitely in the range though. So if we end up inversing this fair value gap now, which I wanted to inverse for longs, we can't really do much until we take out something. I refuse to take anything until we take out something. All right, guys. I need to make sure that all of the trades that we're putting out are perfect. All right, because you guys know we're starting up a very nice winning streak, and we've been asking for this for a very long time. All right, so we just need to, you know, we need to be patient. I mean, now one thing I will say, guys, a little quick plug here. Maybe for those that don't know, but yesterday or last night or 2 nights ago, Apex ended up making all funded accounts 90% off. So if you guys do want to stack up some accounts, if you haven't already, feel free to. Obviously, if you guys want to support me and everything, you can use code Blastoise, but you can use any code realistically. But yeah, Apex is 90% off, so you know you guys can get your accounts and hopefully get a payout soon. All right. But yeah, you guys want it? It's called Blastoise on the screen. All right, guys. Am I the only one who can't hear him? Just refresh your Discord. Oh, I don't even know why I said that he can't hear me. Hold on. Click join stage. There you go. Apex is getting expensive. Yeah, when does this code expire? In 8 days. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 8 days or so. So yeah, the 90% off will end in 8 days. All right, yeah, we're investing this for value gap. But yeah, Apex, it's not getting too expensive. I mean, they slightly raised the prices, but I'm pretty sure that's because they just made the payouts or getting payouts way easier. So obviously, you know what I mean, just so they don't hurt the bank, you know what I mean, they would much rather just get paid, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I mean, if you offer more value, you would even for the PAs, no, I think the PA stayed the same. Like $90 or so. I mean, it depends on the account that you got, but it's like about $90, which is typically the same thing. So yeah. But yeah, guys, we ended up inversing this fair value gap here. To be honest, not really much that we could do here. Yeah, remember, guys, we're still trading in the range. So today is going to be, well, to be fair, we do have news coming out in 8 minutes. So regardless, we shouldn't even be trade. Even if we did have a read, we shouldn't even be in a trade. So yeah, let's just wait for 10 a.m., which is only it's only in 6 minutes. So let's just wait for that to come out. Let's see how the news comes out, which I don't really think is going to do much, but hopefully it does something to at least give us a read. And then once we're able to get a read, we can probably get a setup. All right, guys. It said 119 for a 50K eval. I passed yesterday. No. Okay, that's wrong. Hold on. Let me double check for you. One second. Because I think it was 90. No, I think it was 90 for trailing. Let me check. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so intraday trailing starts for the one-time PA fees it's $90 for the trailing or the intraday trailing drawdown, and then for the end of day trailing drawdown, which is a better account, like I always said, it's 109, which isn't horrible, but you know. I do agree, it is getting a little bit expensive, but to be fair, they did upgrade their product. So yeah. And yeah, so what the market is pretty much doing here, guys, is it took out this fair value gap, it completely just ruined it for us, and now it's going back down like nothing happened. So yeah, so now we're really left with no setups around this range for now. Before you guys start going crazy and start saying that we should be staying cash. For now, we don't have a setup. We had 2 this morning, no bias, no read, no nothing, so we can't really take them. And now we're kind of left with nothing. So not only do we have to wait for it, well, to be honest, we're probably gonna create one during at 10 a.m. with the PMI news. Hopefully, you know, if the market moves pretty good, we should be able to create one. But the main goal right now, forget about the fair value gaps. That's not really too important right now. We don't know where the market wants to go to because we haven't taken out any highs or lows. So we need to wait for that. In worst case, guys, we can always come back during the PM session if we don't get anything this morning, if it looks very choppy. And if we don't get anything during the PM session, we can try trading Asia tonight if you guys are down. You guys let me know. Because remember, guys, for those that don't know, or maybe for those that just tuned into the stream, Trump is speaking at 9 p.m. EST tonight, which is most likely on war news. And you guys know how that goes during Asia. I'm down, but it's going to be super late. Oh, yeah. Well, obviously, time zones, you know. David, my wife said you must slow down when you speak. Dude, you don't understand. I have had at least 50% of this Discord tell me that, and bro, I just can't, bro. Especially when I'm trying to get a point across. When there's something on the chart, I just say it fast. Apex isn't expensive, compared to other firms. Yeah, well, there are cheaper firms out there, but it really depends. Remember, guys, for me, for those that ask me, I'm not under contract with Apex or anything. Like, I'm open to any firm. Like, I'm just a trader, guys. All right. So when you guys hear me talking about Apex, that's just because that's the one that I use and the one that I trust. And guys, for those wondering, because I'll ask this all the time. A lot of you guys always say like, "Yo, why don't you use TopStep? Why don't you use Tradeify? Why don't you use Lucid?" Guys, for me, first of all, I've always used Apex, and for me, it's because Apex allows the copy trading. No firm out there really allows you any more than 5 accounts copy traded. I mean, so if you guys want to make big payouts all in one go, for me, it's Apex. I mean, now if you guys want to get like like smaller but more consistent payouts, I guess you can say, depending on the rules for the other firm. Yeah, you can use other firms out there, but they just, in my opinion, they don't really compare too much to Apex just because of that whole 20 account copy trading rule. I mean, yeah, Take Profit Trader, Lucid, Tradeify. Yeah, all these firms, they're very good. Don't get me wrong. I've never said that those firms aren't good. It's just for me personally, I've just always stuck to Apex just because it's the one that I feel like if you know how to trade good. Bro, why is there a clown down here? What the hell? Oh, community. Why is that clown emoji? I just noticed that. Anyways, but yeah, for me, I feel like if you're looking to make a lot of money all in one go, Apex is your best bet. And Apex is definitely up there in the cheaper prop firms, you know. Because yeah, there are prop firms out there that they run you a little bit. At that point, just start up a live account. You know what I mean? You're better off with a live account. But yeah. Someone said here on YouTube it's $99 for intraday. I don't think so. I mean, it says on Apex, it says 90. That's what I'm going based off of. But if you guys say otherwise, then that's what it is. But yeah, look, this is what I'm going based off of right here. 90%. Look, this is what I was telling you guys. The Apex is 90% off any funded account. All evaluations 90% off. One-time fees. Intraday it says starting at $89. So maybe it goes up depending on the account that you're using. So maybe it's like, I don't know, 89 for the 25K, 99 for the 50K, and maybe like 109 for the 150K. Maybe it goes up $10 the higher the account. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. But this is just what I'm reading it from the actual Apex Discord. So yeah, $89 for the intraday, and then 109 for the end of day. Which obviously we all know. I'm sure we can all agree. I know some of you guys disagree, but in my opinion, the end of day is the best account that you can get. As long as you know how to size, then you're pretty much good. Don't trust third-party copy trading platforms with your PAs. Your PAs can go poof. Yeah, I mean that's the risk with third parties. For me, since I only trade Apex, I just use the supported copy trading platform, which is just Tradeivate. So yeah. Yeah, blew a couple accounts with a third party. Yeah, bro, it happens, bro. And I mean, at least for now, a lot of third-party copy trading platforms out there are fairly new. So obviously, I'm sure you all remember when TopStep came out with TopStep X, right? It was, it was from a trusted company, but since it was such a new platform, it had a lot of issues. Now it's a lot more consistent, so that's something good. But yeah, verily, yeah. Yeah, guys. So far, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh, and it's 10 a.m. and nothing happened. I didn't even notice it was 10 a.m. Nothing happened. Bullish news, bro. We have barely moved. But yeah, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm loving the volume today. It looks clean. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I know we're not trending or anything, which was, let me get to that. I love the volume, but this open is not super crazy. I mean, we rarely have days where we even, have to wait 30 minutes for a drawn liquidity sweep, which we haven't had yet. Oh, bro, I'm bleeding from my nose, dude. I fucking scratched myself. One sec, guys. Let me get a quick tissue. All right, guys, I'm back. My fault. I just scratched myself and I had like a little thing on my nose. I guess I took it off. How many contracts do you recommend placing on NQ with a 50K eval account? With an eval account, which one? The intraday trading one or the end of day? Because now we have to be asking that. If it's intraday, do 20. If it's end of day, do 10. Just because with 20 you have a 2K drawdown. With 10 you only have a 1K drawdown per day. No, not 10 NQ, 10 MNQ. Remember, guys, anytime I say NQ, I'm always going to be referring to MNQ. Keep that in mind, guys. I will always be referring to MNQ. See, what time is the Asia stream? Okay, wait. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not saying I'm gonna go live during Asia. I'm just saying that maybe if if it looks good, maybe I can put something out. But let's try to trade New York first, bro. If we can catch something during the New York session, then sure. But yeah, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. But yeah, so far not much happening yet, guys. What's the entry for the Asians? All right, bro, come on. Now, if we do end up pumping up here, guys, I guess our well, to be honest, wait. Hold up. My bad for that. I don't know why I did that. Guys, we can start basing our bias. It won't be the strongest level of liquidity, but we can base our bias off this high up here. Instead of waiting for 246 to get taken out, we can wait for 194 to get taken out because we do know that we pumped up here and we dumped pretty strong here. So to be honest, it's not too bad of a read if we do end up getting that. Because we do know that there's most likely going to be liquidity here. I mean, come on now, bro. There's no way that we pump up over 151 points. We then dump down 136 points, and we don't have any liquidity up here. So instead of using this high up here, which is still a very good high, don't get me wrong, we could also use this one to kind of get more of a reference as to what to expect a little bit sooner, rather than just having the market just wait all day for something. For a read, which we usually get a read in the first 3 seconds of the market open. But today it's been over 35 minutes and we haven't had anything yet. On the right side, we're not red. We're still cash. So that's something. All right, see if we can take out that high so we can start getting something out. But imagine if this candle flips red, bro. At that point, I'll just call it. Trump is speaking. Yeah. We've been saying that for a while now. Trump is going to be speaking at 9 p.m. tonight on war. Why MNQ? Because MNQ is just so much. First of all, with the funded accounts that we're trading, MNQ is always going to be the safer option. Always, guys. Why trade NQ when you have MNQ? It doesn't make sense. Right? So yeah, always just do MNQ. It's just a safer option to choose from. First of all, you could scale fractions of NQ, which is even better. So for example, if you wanted to enter 1 NQ, you might as well do 10. And if you think that the trade is going to go more in your favor, you can scale fractions of 1 MNQ, of 1 NQ, and then go from there. You know what I mean? It's just a no-brainer. Now, okay, look, in my opinion, guys, the only con, bro, we flipped it. Dude, Bro, this market, bro, I want to argue that it's good, but dude, like, come on now, bro. Let's get something, bro. Come on. Now, okay, look, there's one. I promise you guys, there is only one pro and con, or actually, no, one con to not trading NQ, and that one con is the fees. If you guys care that much about like a $3 fee, only one. Okay, come on. No, but seriously, if you, the only difference is obviously with M and Q, you're gonna be trading more contracts, which means more fees. It's like $20. Let's be honest here. If you're trading one NQ, which is the equivalent to 10 M and Q, you're gonna be paying one fee rather than 10. You know what I mean? That's the only pro and con. And to be honest, guys, it's like $20 max. So if you guys really care that much about that, then do NQ. If you guys don't, then do M and Q. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. Just do M and Q. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We just got a red to green candle flip. This should be the pump into 194. I mean, how many more times are we going to flip this red to green? Hey, David, how much do you believe I should size on a brand new PA account? 5 to 7. 5 to 7 M and Q. It's not too much, not too little. It's just enough to not risk too much on that account, but just enough to make a lot of good money on that account. So you can actually get the payout. How many points are we averaging per candle? Is it 40? Okay, no, we're good. Okay. I was about to say. Because yeah, the volume, it definitely seems like it's slowing down a tiny bit here. But as long as we're averaging 40 plus points per candle, we should be able to create a nice imbalance soon. Hopefully. There's no way this candle flips back red, right? If I have an account that costs me $80 with the activation fee, how many contracts would you use during the eval phase? Wait. Hold on, what? If I got an account that cost me $80 with the activation fee, how many contracts would you? I need to reword that with no activation fee. Oh, the same thing, bro. To be honest, it's the same account. So yeah, just do. You got end of day, right? If you got end of day, do 10. If you got trailing or intraday, do 20. So you can get that done quick. Remember, guys, I always tell you guys, evals, there's no point in them. With evals, guys, just simply get them done as soon as possible. Add a little bit more risk. Yes, it's not the right way to trade, but guys, an eval account is not gonna make you money. Get that thing done. You know what I mean? Get it done and go straight to a P and then play safe. Plus, is the intraday drawdown accounts the same as before, like unlimited payouts? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think they completely changed that for all accounts. Eval Joe, bro. Just it's the thing is like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, which is not a bad thing, but in my opinion, I feel like it's like I know it's something that can be definitely debatable, but for me, guys, I feel like with evals, a lot of people just treat them as real accounts, and you just never pass them. In my opinion, it shouldn't take you any more than a week to pass an eval account. Remember, guys, look, if you're treating an eval account as a real account and you're treating it with good risk, which is not bad at all, don't get that idea. It is not bad at all. But hear me out. If you're treating an eval account with risk, with really good trades and everything, the longer you take on this account and the more trades that you take, those could be trades that you could be taking on a PA account to actually make money rather than pass an account. Just size a little bit heavier on it. Just get it done. 1 or 2 trades, that's it. You know what I mean? Get it done. If anything, just trade news. I mean, now I get it. Not everyone is the same. You know what I mean? That I know it's gonna be debatable. Some people like to, which is not wrong. I'm just saying that's how I approach it. In fact, just get those evals out of the way, get that done, and that's it. Because remember, guys, no matter how good you trade on an eval account, no matter how many winning trades you take on an eval account, you're not making money. All you're doing is proving to Apex, hey, give me a PA account. You know what I mean? I mean, if $30 is off for you, then don't trade yet and get a job. That too, yeah. Well, now if you're blowing 20 accounts every second, then maybe that's not the issue. But you get the point. You know what I mean? Yeah, eval searches a hurdle. You gotta get. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, remember, guys, you're on like you're technically leaving money on the table. You know what I mean? But that's why you're getting like, dude. Apex does not do live, bro. I've gotten 2 emails from Apex. Never heard from them ever again. In fact, we all did. How many of you guys got the email from Apex saying, "Hey, we're tracking your performance. We think that you're a great fit for live." You never heard from them again. I think that was all of us, bro. David, have you ever had a job? Okay. Technically, yeah, with my dad, I would help him out because he owns his business. And it was very physical. But for those that don't know, I started trading at 15. So obviously at 15, I don't really have the responsibility to really have a job. And then thankfully I picked it up going into senior year, so about 17, 18 years old. And then thankfully I've been living off this, you know. So yeah. But when I was a lot younger, for me to actually be able to fund my account, unfortunately, I didn't have the parents that just give you the money like that. I had to work for the money, and for me, it was I was getting paid $25 every Wednesday and Friday, so $50 a week. All of that will go to my Robinhood, in which I will blow next week on options. But hey, at least I learned. You know, it's always a process. Nah, bro. To me, $25 at 15 years old, bro. Dude, that was when I was grinding Fortnite and Valorant, bro. $25 was more than enough for me to get skins and shit. So I was happy with it, bro. I wasn't complaining. Trust me. I was not complaining, bro. How old are you? I'm 20 right now. I'm about to turn 21. Yeah. What was your Valorant, dude? I think what is it, bro? Because I used to like grind that game before the new ranks came out. So what's the one? I think it's platinum, right? The one past gold. I remember, dude. I hit platinum for my first game and I deranked all the way down, bro. I never played the game again. Bro, you cannot solo queue in that game. It is horrible. It's such a bad experience. Fucking hating. Do you know your friend Zaim? He got banned for making. Oh, he probably got eval banned. Wait, you live alone? Yeah, bro. Someone said bro's plastic too. All right, bro. How does one get eval banned? It's a gamble, pretty much. Some people did, some people do, some people don't. You saw Trump's tweet? Let me check it out. Bro, guys, this market today, as much as I want to say it's a good market, bro, it is boring as hell, bro. We have not done anything. Let me see. President Trump is sitting in the first row of the public section in the courtroom at the. Okay, I don't see why that's very important. um, yeah, guys, it is a very boring market today, guys. Wow. Yeah, bro, that's like the next thing that Walter Bloomberg's gonna tweet out is Trump is eating fucking letters or something, bro. Can you get unbanned on Apex? Yeah, you definitely can. I have seen a lot of people get unbanned, especially with the new accounts being released. A lot of people got unbanned, but I don't think everyone did. But guys, we're getting closer and closer to 194. Let's finally take out this level so we can hopefully form a setup next. What time did we get our trade yesterday? I think it was at like 10:30 or something. Oh, almost 11. So yeah, at least, you know, hopefully later we can get us something. Let me see. When you were on the eval phase before, did you try to pass 5 or 10 accounts all at once? No, I actually, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was in your shoes, like way back before. I would be like recycling or no, not recycling, going through evals left and right, bro. When I first made the switch from options to futures, dude, completely different market, bro. But yeah, I what I would do was I would stack up a bunch of accounts and just trade in a group. So I would do like 10, 15, 20 accounts and I would just trade on three accounts per group pretty much. And just try to pass those, you know, kind of one by one. Until I eventually passed all of them, which took a lot of time. I don't want you guys to think I'm some magician here, you know, that just passed all my accounts all in a different group all at once. No. I failed a shit ton of accounts. That's how it is, man. How long did it take for you to become profitable? Okay, so About 2 years. I started in sophomore year. I actually started seeing my account, my options account flip from red to green, going into my senior year of high school. And then ever since then, I was able to make a pretty nice, at least for my age. I was what, like 17 ish, maybe 18. No, definitely 17. I graduated high school at 17 years old. Yep. So yeah, I was able to make a good amount of money for myself. I'm not saying I was making 100K a month or 50K a month. No, I was making like what, like maybe like 5K a month or something, which was enough for me to live. I mean, 17 years old. I mean, dude, how much money do you really need? You know what I mean? And once again, don't let social media nowadays really fuck up your mindset. You know what I mean? You do not need 20K a month to live at 17 years old. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was enough for me to get my first ever dream car, which was a BMW. Not anything crazy, not an M4 or anything. It was a 328i. But it was enough for me to be like, wow, like something's actually working here. I have my options, and I felt very proud of myself because I was able to buy that car for my OGs in here. For my OGs in here. If you guys remember my options days, before anyone says here, oh yeah, but dude, you buy your car with Discord money. No, guys, I had probably like 20 people on my Discord, bro. And back then I was charging $30 a month, so I really wasn't making too much, but it was enough for me to my my options money. I was able to buy my first car, or not my first, my second car, because my mom bought me a Honda before, which was a goated car. But yeah, I got in an accident, and then I ended up just buying a BMW straight out cash with my options money, and that was kind of like the wake up, bro. I promise you guys, bro. I was pulling up to school feeling like a millionaire, bro. But dude, it was a clean BMW though. Like it was my dad's. He took care of it, but I bought it off him, for 13,000, I think, around there, in cash. And bro, I pulled up school, bro. Dude, I felt like I was the shit, bro. But yeah, and then ever since then, I switched to futures. And bro, it's just been, here we are today. How much do you, yo, why you pocket watching, bro? Nah, I can't say now. You get any homes? Unfortunately, no, I didn't. Not in high school, bro. I didn't peak that much. What's your next investment? Bro, I want to get a boat so bad, bro. I never liked boats until recently, bro. I've been going out a lot more. Like, I've been living my life a little bit more recently. Like, I've been getting out of the house a lot more and going to the water and everything. And I'm like, bro, a boat will be my final thing right now, bro. Like, bro, imagine, bro, just having, not like a yacht, bro. No, I don't have it like that, but bro. Like, I'm sure if you guys in here have boats, right? Dude, imagine just going out with your friends, just chill in the water, food, barbecue, just some chill. I guess I'm getting to that age where, like, I don't look for, like, jet skis. Like, it's speed, fun. Bro, now I just want to chill, bro. Like, I just want to lay back and just chill, bro. So I feel like, bro, it's not really an investment. My next purchase, which for sure is not now, I definitely want to get a boat, bro. That's my next thing, bro. Would you keep your ski? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, dude, even if I sell it now, bro, I'll probably lose like 50% of the value. So, dude, why even sell it? You know what I mean? I don't really need the money. You know what I mean? So, did you take a trade yet? No, bro. I haven't taken a trade yet, bro. We're still waiting for something, bro. The market is so slow today, bro. What would you size on a 150K account? 3-day pass? Do like 20, 25. With 3 days, you should be good. But yeah, bro, guys, for me, bro, a boat is my next thing, bro. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna get one for a long time because a boat is not only very expensive, it's really the price of a fucking house. But the maintenance on it, bro, you need to be set, bro. A lot of people, oh, hold on, the market's moving. Oh, not really, never mind. But yeah, a lot of people buy boats and they don't know the gas prices, they don't know the maintenance, bro. It's something else, bro. A boat is something that you get when you have like fuck you money. You know what I mean? Are you renting or you bought? No, I bought my house. I don't rent, bro. Guys, in my opinion, bro, I feel like renting is, you're better off just throwing your money in a fire pit. You know what I mean? If you're gonna spend that much money, bro, you might as well at least have a house so at least gains value if you do things to it. You're renting. Well, okay. No, renting is not bad, but like, you know what I mean? At least for me, I would much rather like pay for something that's mine. You know what I mean? I'm renting for my credit. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah. I didn't mean it to come out like in a way like that. Let me see. Bro, so David, I heard yesterday you want to start a real estate portfolio. You buying another house, dude. I want to, bro, but it's a big move, bro. It's a lot of money, bro. I'm nervous, bro. Because my mom is not getting into real estate, and she keeps throwing me offers of duplexes, apartments for Airbnb, and it's like I'm looking at the houses, and like there's so much that needs to be done to it, and it's like, bro, like what if it doesn't work? All this money thrown out. It's something, bro. And I I don't want you guys to be like, I've done my research, bro. Real estate is not always rainbows and sunshines, bro. A lot of people lose money in real estate, and that's the fear that I have because, dude, I've worked so hard to make the money, and imagine if you could get one bad investment, and it just goes to shit. I mean, scared money don't make money. I know, bro, but like, I don't. I feel like I want to be a little bit more set before I really go into real estate. Because yeah, I can go into real estate right now with a nice down payment and everything, 20% and all that stuff. But it's like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Like I'll be a little bit nervous doing research too much. I want to be able to get to the point where like I have so much. So it's like, okay, yeah, like I wouldn't even notice I even paid for a down payment. You know what I mean? And I'm not at that level yet. So we gotta keep grinding every single day. We get on live. We gotta keep trading. You know what I mean? Getting these payouts. Okay, it's a process. It's a process. Section 8 is not what IG people say it is. I've heard that a million times. I know that. I know that. Trust me. And yeah, I wanted to do Section 8 as well. I do know that it is a whole nother business on its own. It's probably more stressful than trading, or maybe not, but it is up there. Because I do have not connections. My mom has friends. My dad has friends that all do Section 8, and they said that it goes well for them, but it definitely has its headaches. Market's moving a little bit more, yeah. We finally took our level of liquidity, so now, guys, we can finally. It only took an hour. We can finally start getting more of a reaction in the market. Section 8 is expensive? For real? I didn't really think it was. But anyways, bye-bye for yawning, guys. Hold on. Market has me tired. But yeah, guys, we finally took out one level of liquidity, which is not the craziest one, but it definitely is a very good one. At 194. So based off whatever we could do here, we can start finally getting a setup. Now, it took us an hour to form or to get or to take out a level of liquidity. How long do you guys think it'll take for us to form a setup? Maybe like another hour. Nah, I'm just kidding. But hopefully we form a setup soon. Now, if we continue going up, we could probably work with something up here. But dude, if the market's gonna be moving like this, where we go green, red, green, red, green, red, green, per candle, dude, it's not even worth it. I would much rather just wait for a better market. Which I like this market. It's not moving crazy, which is a lot safer, but it's not moving too much either, which is, it makes us more prone or more vulnerable to more fake outs, which is not what I'm trying to do. But would you buy? Dude, I saw this one boat. I had it on Instagram. Where was it? Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. But yeah, like I said, I just want something like chill, low key, whatever. Hold on, let me see something. Let me search a boat on my Instagram history. Let me see if I can. Oh, I found the link. Like something like this. So it's called the 2020. This is just something I was looking at. It could be like any other one, but something like this. You know what I mean? So let me show you guys. While the market does this thing, so it's trying to react. It seems like from like 194. So it'll be 2020 Malibu 23 MXZ black and gold. Something like this. I want a black boat. I don't like white. I feel like they're way too I feel like they're like way too common in my opinion. I love something black. But something like this, bro. Something chill, where you could chill in the front, have a barbecue in the back, drive it, not too much storage. You know what I mean? Something chill. You know what I mean? Something like this would be insane. And this one costs maybe like 100K, which for a boat, honestly, this sounds pretty fair, but that's still a lot of money. Not something I could just throw away like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. And if I have something like this, bro, I would be on this 4 days a week, bro. Just chilling with my friends. Because yeah, bro, look, you have the front here, you chill, you have the barbecue here, you chill, you put the jet ski here. I think you could like do installments where you can like park a jet ski in the back. I could be wrong. I don't know too much about boats like that. But I have seen it like in my marina. There's a lot of boats that have like a little like I guess extra add-on where you can like store a jet ski down here. Like it's like a little elevator with like little like I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, bro, you put you could. My dad has this. Or not this boat, but like he has something like you could put like a barbecue, or you get coolers, you get music, chill, bros. Something where you could just lay back and chill on a regular day. You know what I mean? Feel slowly turning into. Yo, hold on, bro. Hold on. What do you mean, bro? I've owned 18 boats. Black is the worst. Dude, trust me. I know, bro. I know it's a pain. I know. But it's just like a style. It's like a nice, I guess you could say like, to me at least, if you see like a black boat, it's like more like luxury. Bro, look at this dude on GTA, bro. But like I feel like a black color is like more like luxurious in the water. You know what I mean? At least on boats. At least for me. I know it could be a pain, like cleaning it and everything. I mean, look at black cars, bro. They get dirty as hell all the time. You know what I mean? Wait, you've owned 18 boats? Hold on. Let's not skip on. What the? What do you mean you've owned 18 boats, bro? What the hell? Oh, you own the damn, bro. The largest rental. Damn, dude. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've asked a lot of people out there, like, is renting out stuff in the water, at least in Miami, worth it? And they always say no, bro. But like, when I go to the islands, I always see people like renting things out, like jet skis and shit. And I always talk to them because they always come out to me and they're like, "Yo, like, are you renting this out? Like, can we work together?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. This is just for me. I'm not gonna rent out my jet ski, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, those jet skis look fucked up, bro. That thing looks like, dude, that thing's not taking time, mom. But bro, I talked to them. They're like, "Yeah, bro. That thing's those rental companies, they make a buttload of money. At least in Miami, because Miami, I mean, dude, you think of Miami, you automatically think of the water, and what's in the water? Boats, jet skis, and shit. But bro, I've heard, at least from multiple sources on the islands that I go to, where they rent them out, that they make a buttload of money. Some said rent out a surfboard, bro. When am I gonna get like $3, bro? But yeah, guys, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Now we finally are trying to get a read, bro. This thing still looks ass slow, bro. We have a setup on the 50-minute, dude. I mean, let me check it out. This one. I mean, yeah. I mean, it doesn't look bad. The thing is the volume. The volume can we move? We're just stuck here, bro. Are we on M and no, 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 no. We're not on NQM. We are, but we're not. We're trading MNQM, not wait, NQM. Remember, we're trading micros. We're not trading minis. My trade of it is quite off. Oh yeah, you're probably on the wrong contracts. Keep that in mind. But yeah, guys, even though we do have a setup on the 15-minute, it's not the cleanest setup, not the best, but it's all right. I'm just not in love with this volume. I was a few minutes ago, but dude, this volume right now, I mean, I'm sure we can all agree, it looks very, 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 very slow. So, I mean, if anything later, I don't want to get off. I'm not going to, but I'm hoping the market can move soon, so we can get something cooking up here. ES on the 5-minute looks like shit, dude. If NQ looks like shit, I can't even imagine ES on the. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, no. Yo, this is horrible, bro. Hold up. I didn't think it would be that bad. Yeah, no, seriously though, guys. Like, I at least with this volume here, I would probably just wait for something to look a little bit cleaner in terms of volume, so we can actually get a clean trade. Like yesterday, for example, you guys saw we had a 90-point trade straight into our price targets in one go. With I don't even think we had drawdown, or at least a little bit. Guys, oh, it is April Fools. That's probably why the market's moving like shit. Yo, Mick, bro, come on now, bro. Blast, let me know if you see something on yeah, bro, you're good, bro. Don't even trip, bro. I'll let you guys know, like always. I've been struggling with these markets. Just bought 3 accounts and I'm already down 1,000. Well, dude, let's be honest. Like, do you not see where you're trying to trade? Look at these markets, bro. Come on now. Sometimes you guys need to step back and actually realize what you're trading. Like, yeah, I get it. We have setups, we have levels, we have this, we have that, but take a step back. Look at the candles. No bias, no nothing. Look at the candles, bro. Bro, why do you look so... Bro, he looks like he saw some shit, bro. No trade, no walk for him. Dude, my cats are always begging to go outside, bro. But dude, I don't really trust outside, bro, with ticks and fleas and all that stuff, bro. I don't trust it, dude. I rather just, like, I let them go outside in the backyard a little bit, but I don't really trust. I rather be more safe than sorry. What's up, Jenna? Maybe I need to hold off the AM. It's not even that, bro. It's just know what market conditions are good to trade. Yesterday was pretty good. You know what I mean? Today, on the other hand, it's kind of a little bit of the opposite. Yeah, bro. The roads, the grass. I just don't feel like it's something that, you know. I mean, they seem comfortable here. Very comfortable, actually. So yeah. I guess they just get bored sometimes. So I try to get them as many toys as I can. But it's like, do they look at it, they get confused, and then they just never touch it again. Let me see. David, I recently just passed an eval account with good risk reward, and once I started trading on my PA account, I made a good decision. Besides, normally for 3 to 1, I had one bad trading day where I FOMOed into one trade and revenge traded from there. I just blew an account yesterday. I just blew the account yesterday with good trades. Unfortunately, that happens. Yeah, it happens for sure. And when I get my new PA account, should I continue to size the same way? I mean, look. Let me ask you something. Did it work for you? Simple yes or no in the chat. Just let me know, Miguel. Did it work for you? Yes or no? Do you think it was working for you? It worked. Exactly. Stick to it. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Obviously, you messed up a little bit. Go back, journal, find out what you did wrong, and fix it. But if it was working for you very consistently, why fix that? But David, how many? Oh, I have two, bro. No more, bro. No more. That's because my girlfriend is a big cat person, bro. And bro, when we got the house, I'm like, bro, let me get a dog. Let me get a dog because I love pit bulls, bro. For some reason, everyone always like, or not everyone, but a lot of people hate on pit bulls because they're like, oh, they're the most dangerous dogs, blah blah blah. Bro, guys, in my opinion, I feel like pit bulls are, if anything, one of the most friendliest dogs in the world. In my opinion, I mean, I've had two, which are my brothers, but bro, they're nothing but fun, bro. I mean, fun and very very nice. And I feel like there's dog. I mean, it really all depends on how you train it, bro. But like, dude, there's dogs out there at a park where if you don't have them in a leash, they'll dead ass bite your dog, and then when your dog defends himself, he's the one in the wrong because he's a pit bull. Like, but what? Like, that makes some sense. Now, guys, we are dumping a little bit here, so I mean, hope maybe we can work with this 15 minute. I'm still not in love with this volume. I would kind of want to see a little bit more active selling pressure. I mean, we could try. We can see. I'm not gonna tell you guys I'm looking for shorts yet, but I'm definitely gonna have the idea open. To see if we can actually maybe work with something here, because yeah, we're finally starting to form something. And we're gonna be working with the bearish buys from 194. But yeah, bro, I wanted to get a pit bull, but my girlfriend was like, nah, let's get a cat because we have a cat. It's gonna get scared. Shit could happen. Which I'm like, yeah, it can happen. Because dude, my cat, bro, he fucks around a lot. So I just got another cat, and honestly, it was the right choice. I do think it was the right choice. Anyways, all right, let me kind of prepare this. Let me see if we can probably catch shorts here. Maybe we can do something like this. The only thing I'm worried about with this trade is that this price looks a little bit. It's too soon. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know if price is actually starting to move now, or if it's just like a little spike in the market. You know what I mean? But I'm open to it. I definitely am open to these shorts on the 15-minute time frame off of this 15-minute gap here. If we can inverse it, I'm just a little bit worried with this volume. I'm not in love with it, but it looks good. Like, it looks good. Could be better, but it's still up there. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's see if we can catch some shorts here. Now, if I do take this trade, guys, I will personally size. Oh my goodness, we're dumping. I will. Oh wait. Hold on, let me lock in real quick. What I was gonna say was I'm gonna personally size pretty light on this trade. I don't want to risk too much. But let's see if we can snipe an entry here. Maybe into some shorts. I'm not in yet. Keep that in mind, guys. I'm trying to see how we react. Like I said, with this setup, we might have to get a little bit of a late entry because I do want to make sure that we are trading the correct volume here. Like I said before, right here in this, I didn't love the volume here. And now we're picking something up here. It's too soon to tell if it's going to be good or maybe just like a little fake out / pullback. So yeah, we're getting the inverse here. We're about to enter soon, so be ready for it. We're not in yet because obviously I want to see a nice impulse below the inverse. But let's see if this even works. All right, guys? I'm pretty open to it. Let me make sure I have all my price targets all set up and lined up. All good. Okay, and then a stop loss. If our stop loss would be at the drawn liquidity, which would be about 50 points, which is not too bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna try shorts here. I'm in shorts. What fill did I get? 32, 132. Not too bad. Yeah, we are getting impulse. We are getting some selling pressure. Doesn't look too bad. So I'm gonna give it a try. Remember, guys, I'm personally gonna be sizing light. If I were to suggest anything, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk oversizing in this type of volume. So I would personally suggest, taking it a little bit light on this trade if you haven't entered yet. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna do 5 contracts in this one. Not risk too much. I'm gonna place my stop loss at 195, which will be at the drawn liquidity up here. 195. So place 5 stops there. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Just something. I mean, it's kind of the only thing we have to work with. Not the craziest volume, but it's something. So it's light side. It won't be anything too crazy. So let's see if we can make this work into some lower liquidity here. But yeah, I'm pretty much basing this setup off the 15-minute time frame. All right, guys. Is there an SMT on ES on the 5-minute? Dude, ES is not even moving, bro. I don't think we have any SMT at all, bro. Yeah, let's see if we can make this work, guys. Remember, I got shorts. I didn't get the best fill, if I'm being honest. I got to fill out 132 when I try to get filled at like in the 140s. But hey, we're still moving, so it's something. Let's see if we can hold down this inverse here, guys. Like I said, I'm taking this with the light side, so I'm not risking too much. All right, and I suggest you guys do the same, just because we're not too in love with this volume today. It's not the most interesting. All right, it's still a little bit choppy, so we'll see how this holds. All right, guys. And remember, my stop is going to be placed at the drawn liquidity up here. So if we hold above 195, obviously we'll be flipping our buys from bearish back to bullish. All right. And let's see, because right now the volume is picking up for sure, but it's not the cleanest. So obviously we have some red, some green. So hopefully this doesn't get too messy and hopefully it holds down. But if not, it'll be fine. At least we size light on it. You know what I mean? Let's see if this is going to end up being a pullback, or I guess just like a little fake out into that inverse, which I hope is not the case. You know what I mean? I want to get. I don't want to end the winning streak here. You know what I mean? But yeah. Remember, guys, my stop is at 195. That's where it's placed at. 195. Place this there. Okay. 195 is my stop at the drawn liquidity. Now, if we end up holding above it, that'll be fine. If anything, we can just come back during the PM session. Hopefully, price gets a little bit cleaner by then. Because yeah, the setup was good. It's just the volume was a little bit questionable. It was decent, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, guys, I got stopped out. Unfortunately, yeah, I got stopped out, guys. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. What the? Yo. Hold on. We didn't even have time to be mad about this trade. Hold on, guys. Where the fuck is this pump coming from? Hold up a second. Hold up. But yeah, guys, I ended up getting stopped out on that one. Hold up a second, guys. Because we're low-key ripping a little bit here. What is this going to do? One sec, guys. One sec. Are we going to pump here to this inverse above? I mean, I'm not super in love with it, but because of this drawn liquidity. But if we get like a strong reaction, we could probably look for longs into this high up here if we're going to be pumping like that. Or do we just keep chopping here? Let me check Twitter real quick. Let me see if there's something going on. Hey, at least on the bright side, at least the volume is picking up. That's something. I'm not seeing any news coming out. So where the hell did that pump come from? Yeah, on the bright side, guys, at least the price is picking up. So if anything, we can probably get another trade and hopefully make everything back and a little bit more. But we're about to find out. Hey, but that setup was good. It's just the volume, I guess, was a little bit iffy. Or I guess it just wasn't fully ready yet, which is fine. You know what I mean? Why is my price higher than yours? Remember, the YouTube stream is delayed by 2 minutes. The walking bucket. Keep that in mind, bro. Yeah, let's see if we can cook something up here. The volume is, like I said, guys, the volume is picking up. If anything, we can always work with the re-entry here. The setup is still there. It's just the volume, like at first, was a little bit not the cleanest. And now that it's picking up a little bit more, hopefully we get a little bit more pressure into an inverse somewhere, with a nice read, and then we go from there. But we're about to find out, or unless we keep chopping. then that'll be a bummer. You know, it kind of seems like we're gonna be back to chopping. I'm gonna see if the volume stays active for a little bit longer. If not, we can come back during the PM session. Because I don't want to keep forcing out trades in this time market here. I'm gonna give it a little more time here, guys. Fada's lost on the EVA. It's all good, bro. I mean, guys, I did say size out on this one because the volume was a little bit iffy, but obviously everyone trades it a little bit different. But don't worry, I'm gonna see if I can get another trade here. I'm just hoping that the volume just picks up a little bit more so we have a cleaner setup just like yesterday. Because yeah, the setup was there. It was a good setup. You know, it's drawn liquidity, inverse, room for lower, and everything. It's just the volume obviously is still a little bit iffy. So obviously this trade kind of ended up resulting in a kind of look a little chop here. So hopefully we pick something up soon so we can get another one. Hopefully in the stream, if not the PM session. Trend is bullish. We barely even have trend. Remember, the trend was bullish into the level of liquidity, which is where we base our reaction from. So yeah, bullish trend, technically kind of, if you want to consider this bullish. We took out the high up here. We got the bearish rejection. Nice selling pressure, inverse room for lower. Obviously, you know, the trend is not always going to be bullish. All right, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing this volume picking up like, oh my goodness. Okay, something is coming out. What the? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, something is coming out that the market is moving like crazy here. So hopefully we can cook up something soon in this stream. But let me see. Hold on. Oh, and yeah, I was about to say. Let me see if I can cook something up here. I mean, it's still kind of. It seems like it's trying to move, but it's kind of just sitting there, like it's still stuck in this range. So hopefully we break out, so we can probably get like another cleaner setup. Let's see, because if anything, depending on the volume, if we get like a very, very, very strong spike, that I don't really think that this level of liquidity would be a big issue. But I don't know. It still looks like a little bit, you know, like it's questionable. You know, the setups are there for sure, but it's just, you know. And then this candle is going to close in a minute, so I don't think this gap is going to be good for a re-entry anymore. Unless we get like a very strong selling candle, then we're going to have to base it off this because we can't wait for another setup to form. Yeah, the volume is. Let me double check the news here. Let me see if we can cook something up. No, I'm not seeing anything here that's coming out. Yeah, no, nothing. I guess give it a few more minutes to see if this volume actually ends up holding, or if not, if we chop, we can always come back later. We did size a little bit lighter today, so it's not a big deal. We can always look for another trade. At least if the market picks up, so I'm not too worried at all. But I do want to see how, because like I said, I do want to catch a trade on stream. I don't want to have to get off and then alert something, and then you know what I mean. I want to do everything on stream here. Yeah, that trade looked good. It's just a little bit unfortunate with this spike here. I don't know where it came from, but it was something, that's for sure. But yeah, I wasn't even able to alert it. So for those wondering, if you're looking at the futures alert, literally as I entered, it kind of just went up. So I couldn't really alert it. But don't worry, I'll obviously put it out for those that always like to say something. All right, don't worry, I'll put it out. Yeah, see if we can. We're still stuck here. I mean, nothing. I guess we just got like a random spike here, and then that's it. I'm gonna give it to like 11, like 11, 20, 11-ish, around that area, 11, 20. See if we can maybe get a spike with whatever volume we got here, and if not, then we'll just come back later if something forms, and if not, we can always come back during the Asia session while Trump is speaking at 9 p.m. So that'll be like our plan B. You know what I mean? If we can get anything during New York. On the bright side, ES, I mean, it's not really too important. ES did take some highs up here, but ES is not moving at all. It's literally barcoding, so it's not really like it means anything. Now, we are rejecting off this fair value gap here with the bearish bias, so maybe this could be the second try into lower. I just need the volume to spike up a little bit more. It looks very wicky right now, so I don't want to be taking any trades in this type of volume. I need like a straight shot down. And then we could just try out this 15-minute again, which I know won't be that best entry, but it's literally the only thing we can get. As long as we have everything to kind of line up for lower, then we should be good. But we need to dump this down like pretty much right now. You know what I mean? But it's like it's trying to. It seems like it's just very wicky. Like it's I don't know how to explain it. Like it's not that strong. Let me see. For those who have recently requested a payout from Apex, how long did it take to receive the approval? The approval usually takes like 1 to 3 days. And then in order for the funds to hit, like 5 to 7, maybe 10 max, 10 days after requesting, it should take that long, around there. It really all depends on where you live, if you're international or not, and your bank as well, because they need to process the wire and everything. So keep that in mind. All right, bro? But yeah, give it max 10 days. If there's anything more, then... I mean, I've seen sometimes it takes like 2 weeks, but I rarely hear about that, so it's a very rare occurrence. Yeah, guys, we're still stuck in this area here. It's like we're trying to sell off, then we're trying to pump, then sell off, then pump. So nothing too interesting yet. But like I said, I don't want to get off stream and then have to alert a trade not on stream. I want to stay on stream for a little bit longer. To be honest, I don't have anything better to do. So hopefully we can pick up the volume soon so we can at least try to get something cleaner. Because yeah, once again, this setup was good. I mean, it lined up pretty nice. It's just the volume was a little bit, which is why we decided a little bit lighter on this one. We still took our fair loss. I'm down 600, which I'm still very good on the week, so I'm not too worried. But hopefully with the next trade, the volume just looks a little bit cleaner, so we can at least get something, and then we go from there. Yeah, let's see if we can hold up this pump now. I mean, a second ago we were bearish, below 194. Now we're bullish, above 194. We still need to take out 246. So don't get too ahead of yourself if you see a pump. But if we take out 246 with a good amount of buying pressure and it looks like we're going to continue going higher, we can look to inverse this 5 and 15-minute gap up here, which is a very, very well-respected gap. We have rejected from it 3 times with 3 very strong rejections. So we know that if we inverse it, it's going to be a very nice trade. And then we would have room for higher into 40 points-ish. So if anything, instead of me doing 5 contracts, I'll probably do 7 to at least go break even at these price targets up here. And then we go from there. Because, yeah, we have like a mini level of liquidity at 288. But if we're going to be pumping up like crazy, if we take out 288, why can't we take out 298? It's a 10-point difference. I mean, and this high is way stronger. Yeah, we're pumping up quite a bit here, guys. So let's see how we react off 246 here. So what we could do is maybe look for something like this and have the stop loss. I don't want to say 194. I feel like that's way too far. And it'll be a very bad restore. So maybe we could do like more of a 45-point stop and just take skills at a 1-to-1. Something like this, maybe. And then we don't have many price targets up here. So we could just target like maybe like some mini levels of liquidity. So maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that would be pretty nice. So maybe like this. All right. I'm still not in love with the volume. I do like that it's picking up slightly more. Maybe some news is coming out. I'm not seeing anything on news coming out. So maybe it's just pure price action. But as long as the volume stays active, I mean, we can give it a shot. I mean, I just need to know and see how we react above 246. Because I don't want to be getting stuck up in any sort of drawn liquidity sweep above the inverse. Yeah, so far it's still a little bit, keep in mind, guys, yes, on the screen, it looks like I'm looking for longs. I'm just trying to plan out something because we're still trying to determine what the bias is. We're holding above 194, but we're holding below 246, and the volume looks a little bit confused itself. So we're just waiting on a spike to see if we can get a reaction. And depending on that reaction, we can probably get a trade going. All right, so that's kind of what we're waiting on right now. But for now, it's kind of just wait it out, see if we can cook something up here. But I mean, if we can flip this candle from green to red to green with a nice spike above 246, we should be able to inverse this fair value gap in the same candle. Because that will just show us, buyers are in control. And obviously, we saw buyers taking control once we got the inverse here off the spike here, which will confirm a little bit more. Question is how do we react off this fair value gap? And keep in mind, if we end up getting weak around this area, at least if we take out 246, if we get weak around this area, we can also work with a fair value gap projection. But it's all in a very small area, so we need to see what we do, You're not worried about the SMT? Dude, ES is not doing anything. I don't really see an SMT anywhere. But if you see one, let me see the high that NQ will take. This up here, it's just an area. Or are you talking about this high up here? Yeah, if you're talking about this one, I'm waiting for a reaction. If anything, wait, hold on, because we're getting it right now, actually. Because right now I'm just trying to look for a reaction. Because what we can do is if we take out 246, which is a very, very high interest area, if we reject off this and go back down from a fair value gap projection and the DOL sweep to lower, which is what we've been trying to trade now, we can probably work with a fair value gap rejection trade rather than an inverse. I'm not gonna lie, I would personally prefer a fair value gap projection trade because I don't really like taking inverses near an area of liquidity. But to be honest, this is really our only setup that we can work with if we want to go into higher, So it's really all depending on how we react. Now, if we react off this high here, we would get an entry around like the 203 area. So if we start rejecting back down into like the 210s, we can probably start getting ready for shorts as well. But for now, since we are pumping up and holding this candle green, and obviously, I mean, look at the trend here. It's not the cleanest, but we would probably obviously focus a little bit more on longs. But it really all depends on the reaction that we get from this level, which I need to see a spike. If not, I wouldn't really like it too much. Which is what we're getting right now. I just don't want to be stuck up in a DOL sweep off an inverse, So I'll definitely be a little bit careful there. But I also can't get a late entry because then my risk reward is going to be very well messed up. Because the price targets are kind of right there, you know what I mean? So we need to get an entry like pretty quick. Yeah, guys, just hover over your mouse over the buy button now. Just in case, we end up getting like a last second spike, which will probably happen. I'm just worried with this DOL sweep, man. The buying pressure looks good. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Like, it's actually pretty good now compared to the last trade that we took. I just don't know if we're going to reject off this here and then go down or maybe inverse this into higher. It's really tricky to tell because remember, guys, we're sitting at a level of liquidity. So, you can't sit at a level of liquidity and also sit on an entry. You need the reaction first, which is kind of why I'm trying to be like very, very cautious here. But the setup looks good on its own. Don't get me wrong. I just need to see where exactly we reject from, so I know exactly what we can take and where to enter. But for now, obviously, I'm leaning a little bit more towards what's it called? Towards long. Because obviously we're getting some nice buying pressure. But if we do get a rejection off this area and we start working with the DOL sweep, I would look for shorts maybe around like the 213 area, 210. It really all depends. Because yeah, look, what we could do is maybe like, okay, look, if we reject off this high here and we reject down into DOL sweep into lower, we would probably enter around the 45-point area. So yeah, we would literally be entering at 213. That's if we get a rejection, which obviously on the 5-minute, it kind of looks like we're kind of holding up, or at least we're trying to. It's too early to tell because we just took out the level of liquidity. If you were to ask me, I would personally prefer fair value gap projection. I feel like it would be so much cleaner. But yeah, it really depends on how we move. Let me delete this for now so I don't confuse anyone. Because now that we're holding below it, we're bearish. Below 246. So if anything, we can work with a 45-point entry. So maybe down here. And then we can work with the same price targets below. Just like this. Which would be these. I feel like this would be a way cleaner trade than longs. But I feel like the market might want higher. I mean, we all see the buying pressure. So it's very complicated to tell, But I'm just going to kind of like undo this. Like just so I have like a reference. So I can just like redo, undo, and all that stuff. I just don't like the area that we're trading in. Like I like the volume and I like the setups. I just don't like this area where we're sitting on level of liquidity, which just makes it so much trickier to get the proper trade. And I mean, we're flipping this candle from red to green yet again. So, I mean, that kind of just confirms that buyers might be a little bit more interested here. They're not the strongest on this candle. So, obviously, we're not getting a spike yet. So, obviously, I'm not going to enter yet. But if we do end up getting a spike around this area here above the inverse, and it confirms that we have buying pressure above 246, then we could probably trade it into like the 300s. But for now, since we're holding above 246, hover over the buy button. If we hold below 246, hover over the sell button. Yeah, we're getting a spike here. We're going to have to work with longs here soon. Just hover your mouse over the buy button, guys. And remember, with this one, we have to get an early entry because our price targets are right there. So if you want to make the most capital out of this trade, you need to enter soon. So just wait. Hold on. Yeah, ES is still trying to go up as well. That's a good sign. It's something above the levels of liquidity. Oh, well, ES is not really moving, so we can't really base too much references off that. It's like it's trying to pump up here, but the thing is, we're in such a weird area. We're sitting at the entry and also at the level of liquidity. So far, no, we're just sitting there. I'm waiting for a little spike here. We had one. I almost entered, but just wait. Hover your mouse. Hover your mouse. Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot here, guys. I'm in. 263. Not a bad fill, actually. 263, guys. I gotta fill it onto NQ longs at 263. This is probably gonna be my last trade of the day. I don't want to be trading too much, especially in this volume. 263 is my entry, guys. Let me alert this before I forgot. Hold up. 263 is my entry, guys. And I'm gonna have my stop loss placed at a 45-point mark, so 213 is gonna be my stop loss. Self-stop and stop there. But yeah, I'm in longs, guys. I'm in longs. This is gonna be probably my last trade for the day. I'm just really, really hoping. I'm a little bit nervous because just this level of liquidity here. I just really hope that we don't reject back down into it. Yeah, I mean, we're keep trying to push above this, which is leading me to think that buyers are trying to go into higher. ES is holding above the level of liquidity. So is NQ. I mean, the levels of liquidity is right there, so anything can change in the blink of an eye, which is the part that I'm worried about. But as long as the buying pressure looks like it keeps trying to push for higher, then I'll just give it a shot there. But we'll see. We're just in a very tricky area, which is why I'm a little bit kind of like, kind of hesitant a little bit. Because, yeah, one little pullback here, and then we're back down into a bearish price, which doesn't really mean too much. Obviously, it could just be a pullback. But obviously, you don't want to be in longs and the buys flips bearish, you know what I mean? It just makes the trade so much harder to manage, But let's see. Now, on the bright side, we do have some pretty close price targets above up here. So if we get like one good pump, then we should be able to at least scale something. Let's see if we can hold this next 5-minute candle green here. 5 and 15-minute candle. So we're breaking past the high here. Let's see if we can trade it into, I want to say 300s. I want to be safe and maybe say scale at 288, which would be a price target, but I do want to wait for the 300s personally, especially with me being a little bit red from the first trade. I think it will just be more reasonable. Yeah, see if we could trade this into at least 28. Now, if you guys size or maybe didn't take as big as of a loss from the last trade, and you guys are going to be green at the 288 area, I would say scale. If you guys are going to be still going to be right around the 288 area, I would say scale at the 300s. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for the 300s. But 288 is a price target, so keep that in mind, guys. I mean, we kind of almost saw it here. We just missed it by 6 points. Yeah, guys, remember, 288 is a level of liquidity, so it's like, it's not a level that I would want to scale at because it's not the best price target, but it is a level in which the market can definitely reject from, which I don't want to happen. So if you guys definitely want to be a little bit more safe than sorry, I would highly suggest if we see 288, scale there, maybe a little bit, if anything, and then scale the rest at 300, which is technically 298 if you want to consider that. But 298, 300, same thing. This is where I want to scale up here, but there is a risk of not scaling at 288, in a rejection. So yeah, just be careful with that. All right, guys, just keep that in mind. 288 is going to be the first main price target. So if you guys are going to be green around that area, or at least want to be a little bit more safe, I would highly suggest taking scales at 288. All right, guys, just because I don't want you guys to be in a trade after we hit a price target, which is drawn liquidity, and then the market reverses, and then we're all confused as to why whatever happened. All right. Yeah, we almost hit 288. We kind of missed it by literally 6 points here. So hopefully we can bounce back up so we can at least take out that area so we know what to do from there on out. Should we wait for a retest? I don't really work off retests. I mean, if that's what you want to do based off your own model, maybe, or mix the two, then you definitely can. But I don't work off retest. I'm really hoping we can at least see 288 before, if anything, reject. So we can at least take something there, which I know won't be anything crazy. I personally want to see 300s, but at least maybe for some of you guys, I would want to see 288. I'm just really hoping that we don't work our way back down into 246, because then that confirms bearish. Which obviously, it wouldn't stop us out. But obviously, like I said, we don't want to be in longs with the buys being bearish. That just won't make sense. You know what I mean? So as long as we're able to hold above 246, even if price gets a little bit slow, it's totally fine. Just some trades may take a little bit longer. But as long as everything holds above, then we're good. There won't be too much to worry about. Let's see if this 5 minute can pump up here. It's definitely trying to. Remember, guys, once we break past this high up here around the 288 area, if you guys size a little bit heavier on this trade, maybe, definitely look to scale at 288. All right, guys? Just so you guys aren't lost and confused as to what to do when we get there. We're about to see it right now, so keep that in mind, guys. And like I said, for those wondering, for the last trade, the reason I couldn't alert it was because that's literally the second that I entered, it went red. So obviously, I'm not going to put out a trade if it's red. I don't want to set you guys up for failure. I mean, But don't worry, I'm gonna be showing it and everything. I never hide those losses. So for later today. Let's see if we can see 288. It's right there. I mean, we keep trying to push up into it. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. All right, guys, there's 288. So if you guys want, go ahead and scale. Like I said, I'm personally going to take a little bit of a higher risk. I don't think I should do that. Okay, price is picking up a little bit here, guys. Yeah, maybe scale if you had the chance. Hopefully Trump news doesn't mess anything up. Please don't. Yeah, we saw 288 for a second and we just instantly rejected. I really hope Trump news is not coming out soon. If it does, hopefully it's bullish. Let me see. But yeah, we did hit 288, so hopefully you guys at least hit your limits or got filled. I'm not seeing anything coming out though. So where's this spike coming from? I just hope it's not anything to mess us up, man. That was like an instant hit and then it went down. But I mean, it's trying to shoot back up, so that's good. But let's see if we can shoot this up into the 300. Like I said, guys, once we hit the 300s, honestly, I might either take full and just maybe end the day break even because I'm not in love with this market today, or maybe just scale and just hold runners until I go pretty green on the day. All right, we'll see how I'm feeling, or we'll see how the market is moving as we approach the 300s. Yeah, if you guys haven't already scaled, guys, this is the area too. All right, guys, you guys just saw the instant rejection. So if you guys want to scale or at least be safe, or at least if you're green on the trade, maybe you didn't take the last one, take something here. All right, guys, it'd be stupid not to, because once again, we hit a level of liquidity in which we can reject from. It's not the strongest level of liquidity, but you guys know how it is, right? Sometimes not even the strongest levels of liquidity will reject the market. All right, so keep that in mind. So if you guys want to scale around this area, if you're green or want to be break even or maybe lighten down the loss from the first trade, this is the area to do so. All right. Yeah, we're still seeing that 288, so you guys still have the chance. All right. Like I said, for me, I'm gonna be taking a little bit more of a risk to hold for the 298 area, which will line up for a 1-to-1 risk reward. And I should be back to break even on the day. But I already started like a million times. All right. But yeah, let's see if we can see 298 here. Next. If anything, nah. What I was gonna say was maybe if we hit 298, I'll probably just go break even and just hold. But every time I do that, it always goes wrong. So I'll probably just scale most out there. And then maybe just hold it like a runner for something, maybe for some lunch money for today. Yeah, guys, we hit 288 here, so I mean we're still there. I'm really hoping we get one more, at least 10-point push-up, so we can at least see 298. And then from there, I'll probably go break even or maybe take some scales. But like I said, everyone is probably has a different outcome behind this trade. So just manage it to your own, to your own comfort level. It's just super like choppy, bro. I mean, that's how the market has been all morning, so we can't really be surprised. Yeah, dude, look at this market, bro. It's like, bro, what is this? No serious volume I've sat through. Yeah, bro, it's something, bro. It's something. If I'm not gonna lie, if I didn't take the shorts on the 15-minute, bro, I probably wouldn't have taken this one. I probably would just called it cash. Yeah, this volume is something, bro. Would you say the new end of the day is better than the intraday? Oh yeah, for sure. I always suggest end of the day. Guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Hold up. All right, guys, I'm back. Ugh. Had to quickly use the bathroom real quick. But yeah, bro, it's gonna be a long trade. I just hope we don't get too stuck in this 270 area. We're kind of struggling to break past it. So my trading view doesn't allow me to adjust my. Don't use trading view. My tip to you, I always say this, and I always stick to it. Do not use trading view to execute orders. It is not very easy. But yeah, bro, price seems to be struggling to break past 270. So hopefully that doesn't become too much of an issue when price gets weak. Or chops, which, you know, is even worse. You done for the day? Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna be stuck in the trade for a minute, bro. I mean, as long as we can hold above 280, honestly, it'll be all fine. Because I feel like that's just a good point where no matter what, it'll be green. And even if we chop around that area, it'll still be good. Generally, just one good push up. Yeah. I mean, dude, in this market, bro, it kind of relies on Trump. So he he kind of has to say something in this market. So my one fear is we just chop down. That's the one thing I don't want to happen, bro. That's my one and only fear. Because once again, we kind of have our reason to reject now. I mean, we kind of hit this area up here around the 288 range. So if the market does want to sweep, it definitely can. Hopefully that it doesn't, because we do have some stronger levels above of liquidity. But I just don't want the market to chop, because that's when I get like the most tilted. You know what I mean? It's because like there's no right or wrong. You know what I mean? The market just chopped. You know. So yeah. Hopefully we see at least 300. I'll be happy with 300, then we go from there. But it's just kind of sitting here at the entry, so there's not much I can really say or do. I'll tell you guys that it looks good or not. You know what I mean? It's just kind of just chopping there. So I mean, as long as we don't go below 246 or chop, then we're good. Which we're probably gonna chop, but just hopefully chop to the upside. But yeah, just as long as we don't go below 246 and hold below it with strong selling pressure, then we should be good. Because this is the level that's pretty much determining our kind of holding up our whole bullish bias into the 300s. Look at that momentum. Yeah, it's garbage, dude. Hopefully the market's not like this tomorrow. Yesterday the market was amazing, bro. Today, completely different story. So yeah, hopefully the market tomorrow is a little bit better, so you know we could be good and end off the week good. I'm not really seeing any new news come out either, so. You think it's okay to trade tomorrow? Bro, to be honest, with Trump speaking tonight, it's a 50-50, bro. It's kind of hard to tell because, I mean, if we do the whole move tonight during Asia, then, you know, tomorrow is probably going to be more of a consolidation type of day. But maybe if we have a good move tonight, that volume transfers over to tomorrow. It's kind of hard to tell, you know what I mean? It's weird today, clean setups with volume, but the trends won't hold. Yeah. You know, we have those days pretty, you know, every now and then. It's normal, you know what I mean? Not much to really get mad at. For me, the only thing I'm hoping for is if price can hold above 288 and anything more than that, I'll be happy with it because then we'll be good. You know what I mean? But for now, if we're trading on this area, it's kind of like a 50-50. Do we want to take out 300? Do we want to sweep 246? Do we want to go lower? It's hard to tell because we're chopping. Right? The market doesn't have too much of a momentum. It has a trend, but it doesn't have too much of momentum. So anything can happen at any given time. You know what I mean? But yeah, for tomorrow, honestly, bro, it's a 50-50. I can't really tell you guys if tomorrow's going to be good or not because once again, Trump is speaking tonight at 9 p.m. on war. So we know for a fact it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to be moving tonight. So, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be trying to trade it. Maybe I trade it. I don't know. Maybe. It depends on how I end the day today. But yeah, no, for sure we're going to be moving tonight during Asia at 9 p.m. because of Trump and the whole war thing. The only thing is does that volume carry on over to tomorrow during the New York session, or does it do everything during Asia and London and then we do nothing during the New York because the whole move already happened? What about holidays? Well, on Friday the market is closed, so I'm expecting no one to be trading on Friday. I would hope not. Yeah, for those that don't know, the markets are closed on Friday for what's it called? Good Friday, for Good Friday. Isn't it closed on Monday too? No. It's closed because Easter's on Sunday. So Friday is markets are closed for Good Friday, and that's about it. And then Monday we're back to normal. I mean, 7 contracts. How many should I scale at 298? I mean, dude, that's really all up to you, bro. You could do 5 if anything. If you want to be risk free, do 5, go break even. You know, you're good there. I mean, to be honest, bro, if you go look in this market, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, if you go break even in this market, you're probably gonna hit break even before you hit any other price target. Because dude, I mean, look at this market. It's chopping up and down, left and right. Do you ever DCA instead of losing out? No. I never DCA. Price is begging to hit the old London high, dude. It's hard to tell, bro. There's no momentum. I can't really, you know. You guys know I'm all about confidence and telling you guys, you know, what's gonna happen and everything. But dude, in this market, bro, it's hard, bro. This market's not moving. But yeah, no, I never DCA, and I don't suggest DCAing. Dude, in my opinion, bro, just take the loss and just re-enter, if anything. Re-enter off another entry or off the same one if you get a little bit more confirmation, but do not DCA. Because dude, like, you know what it is? Adding into a losing position that's already going against you, like, that doesn't really make sense. You know? What's DCA? DCA means that, look, let's say for example, right? We enter longs, right? We enter longs and then the trade goes down and it goes down. And every time it goes down, you keep adding and adding and adding and adding. And the lower it goes, the more money you lose. At that point, bro, just take the loss from your entry, right? You hit the stop loss, whatever, get out. If it goes back into your entry with more confirmations and it looks even better, just re-enter. Yeah, no, in my opinion, and no, there's a lot of strategies out there that do suggest DCAing, and that's fine. You know, to each their own. Every strategy works in their own ways. But for me, I don't really feel comfortable DCAing. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me, you know? And then adding to a winning position, I don't really see a point, dude. Remember, guys, when you have entries, the entries it's what's supposed to tell you, like, hey, you should enter here, not at the price target. You know what I mean? So I don't add to winning positions nor losing positions. Ain't DCing for investing? Yeah, no, there's traders out there that do DCing during trading. It's all their own strategy. You know what I mean? Maybe they're scalpers or whatever the case may be. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we're stuck in chop, guys. Oh, it looks so good at first, bro. But yeah, no, guys, we're stuck in chop, bro. We're getting green, red candles. No. hate these type of trades, bro. Not only do they take so long, but they're such a headache, bro, because they literally have you on the edge, bro. 1 second it looks super good, the next second the trade looks horrible. It looks like it's gonna stop you out, bro. I DCA sometimes depending on the setup. But how do you even do that? Like, you know, like I guess let's say for example, right? You have a 40-point stop loss. Where do you DCA? You know? For real, beyond the edge is annoying. The only reason it's annoying to me, bro, is because you have such a good setup and like it looks so good, and I just hate questioning setups. You know what I mean? I like those setups. Like bro, yesterday was probably the best trade that we've taken in forever. Even though it wasn't the biggest winning trade, it was definitely one of the best trades and clean trades that we've had, bro. It was a straightforward trade. I love those trades. You know what I mean? I don't like these trades where you enter and you have to second guess yourself for like the next 30 minutes. Like, oh my God, like, hey, are we chopping here? Is this the top? Are we sweeping? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? I hate these trades, bro. I like the trades where it's like a quick DO sweep, a quick inverse or whatever, a quick bounce rejection, whatever. You take it straight into the price targets, you're done. You know what I mean? He took 2 trades. Yes, I took a trade earlier. I couldn't alert it because literally as I entered, it kind of just shot into my stop loss. So, you know, I just didn't alert it. Don't worry. I will be showing that in the announcement later today. And then this is going to be the next trade. So, yeah. I only DCA if I start with 1 micro. But dude, at that point, bro, like you're just not confident in your entry. You should always be confident in your entry. I mean, like I said, to each your own. Everyone is different. For me, I always just base my full size off 1 entry and I just work off that 1 entry. You could do starters. I mean, that's something, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when I say I enter starters, most of the times, yeah, I actually add to my position. But most of the time, I kind of just, I'm like, dude, like, honestly, let's say, for example, I do starters. I was going to enter 10 contracts and I do 5. I enter with 5 and I'm up a lot on the trade in the price target. I kind of just take it. I'm like, dude, why am I going to add to a winning position when I already hit the price target? You know what I mean? Even though I'm in starters, you know, I didn't size as much, you know? And for those wondering what starters mean, I mean, it's in the name. It's a starting position. So let's say, for example, right, maybe you have multiple entries that you might want to enter from. So maybe you size a little bit lighter on the first entry. And once you approach the next entry, you can enter more. You know what I mean? And as the trade goes in your favor, you make more and more money as you're adding in. But most of the times, bro, you enter off the first entry, you get a nice spike, you're green on the day, and you're like, damn, bro, I don't even want to risk entering more because what if I lose it all? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to take the profits while it's in my face. At least that's how I think. At least that's how I think. So yeah. I trade 1 minute for value gas for starters, and if I see a 5 minute above, then yeah, look, that makes sense. You know what I mean? That makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, we're stuck in chop, bro. Like, look, every minute I'm up 200, I'm down break even, I'm down $60. Like, dude, what is this market, bro? Just pump into that 300 range, bro. If we break 288, what's stopping it from going to 247? Well, 417. Well, the one thing stopping us is the 300s. So if you zoom back a little bit here on the 5 minute time frame, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. So if you go back over here, you will see we have 288, which we pretty much hit, right? Which is why the market, I'm assuming, is getting a little bit weaker around this area, which hopefully it doesn't sell off. And then above 288, we have 298, which is why I'm saying 300s, 298, 300s, 2 point difference, same thing. But we have another rejection here. And then the next level is 340, which is not the strongest level of liquidity. The strongest one obviously will be 421, which I'm assuming you're saying 417, 421, 417, same thing, same area. But yeah, we do have some little mini levels of liquidity here that we need to take care of first before we go into the 421 area. So yeah. So that's why we have like these little mini price targets here. Which for me, like I said, I would be happy with 300 because I should be break even at that area. And then once I go break even, yeah, once I go break even on the day, I'll just go break even on the trade and then just let the trade do its thing. If it doesn't work, then, you know, so be it. I just don't want to be stuck in chop, bro. That's the one thing I don't want to be stuck in. Not gonna lie, buyers aren't looking strong. Neither are sellers. That's why we're chopping in this area. That's why we're second guessing every move. You know what I mean? We don't know if it's gonna, like, if we see a red candle, we think we're gonna sell off into the stop loss. If we see a green candle, we think it's gonna go into the price target. You know, and I try to avoid these trades as much as possible, but sometimes it just happens. You know. Hold up, guys. I'll be back in a second. All right, guys, I'm back. So we're getting a little pullback here. Hopefully, this is not the start of a bias flip here. Remember, guys, it's still a little bit choppy. So whatever happens is kind of like take it with a grain of salt. Let me see, David. Were shorts mechanically correct? Let me see. Is that why we attempted it? Yeah, I mean, we saw the setup once again. I mean, for the shorts, I mean, we had the DO sweep. We had pretty strong selling pressure. I mean, compared to the previous price, it looked pretty good. We had an inverse. We had room for lower. The shorts looked pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it was a little bit unfortunate. Look, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Even if the shorts were literally perfect, I think we would have gotten stopped out regardless, because once again, I'm sure you guys saw it. Literally, as we entered, the price spiked like crazy. Look, this is where we got stopped out. Look at this. This is the 1 minute time frame. Price spiked up 72 points, which we all know is not normal. So something happened. So even if the trade was green and even if the trade wanted to go lower, it wasn't gonna work. Something came out. Some news came out, which I don't know what came out. Where it seems like some news came out, because obviously we don't just randomly pump 72 points in one candle, in one 1 minute candle. But wait. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I just checked the news right now. Something just came out right now. U.S. and Iran discussing ceasefire for reopening Strait. This came out 7 minutes ago. I mean, the market's not really reacting too much, but it seems like they're talking about something. So, if anything, expect a big candle soon in either direction. Something is happening. I'm seeing a bunch of news coming out. Yeah, U.S. and Iran discussing ceasefire for reopening Strait. Officials say. So if anything, expect a big candle soon. Hopefully not to the downside, but yeah. David, why are you not considering this? Well, it's because I'm in a trade. That's why. I'm already stuck in the trade. But yeah, guys, we're getting a little bit of a sell-off here. We're holding below 246, which is not the best look for our trade. So, I mean, hopefully we kind of just randomly pull back. But if not, then I'll probably just call it a day here if this doesn't end up holding. Which is fine. You know, it's not too much of a big deal, but we'll see. I mean, but yeah, that 15-minute inverse does not look bad. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm already in long, so I can't really tell you guys. Guys, get out of your longs and go straight into shorts. You know what I mean? I'm going to hold it to a stop loss. If that doesn't hold, then maybe I'll just come back later, or maybe during the Asia session, which would probably be the best choice in my opinion. With Trump speaking, because we'll get guaranteed volume. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of selling pressure here. I mean, my hopes for this trade, yeah, it looked good, and we hit the price target up here at 288. But us holding below 246 kind of just kills my confidence a little bit behind it, especially with a little bit of chop. So, you know, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it hasn't hit the stop loss, but definitely not the market that I love today. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like what is this price, bro? Like 1 second we're bearish, 1 second we're bullish, and I don't even know what to say. I'll just let it do its thing. One thing I will say is I'm definitely not that happy with today's performance, even if the trade works out to the max price target. I don't like this market at all today. Look at that. Just like nothing happened. Like, bro, what? Let me see. I mean, bro, choppy, you could do that, bro. You definitely can. I mean, I wouldn't do it in a choppy market, but like I said, to each their own for everyone. Market edging my shit, bro. I don't know, this thing is way too choppy, bro. Literally, no matter what happens, I really can't even tell you guys with confidence what's gonna happen or what I think will happen because it's just there's no momentum. There's not much I can really tell you guys. If it was more of a straight up trade, then it would make a lot more sense. But and not in this market. I don't know what to expect. I'm just but we're all in the same case, bro. We're all in the same case. That's what happens when we trade a choppy market. Now, obviously, it wasn't really chopping that much here. So obviously, for those maybe saying like, dude, then why'd you enter or whatever? Obviously, here it looked a lot better. You know, we had buying pressure, we had reason, we had room for higher and everything, in which we hit. But obviously, it wasn't enough for me to at least scale. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then the chop started forming pretty much around the 288 area. So now it's kind of just hope for the best. It's one of those trades. Oh shit. Yo, guys, check this out, guys. Apparently, I'm reading this right now from a news source that I have. Apparently, all major. This is how you guys know tonight is gonna be interesting as hell, guys. Look at this. All major broadcast, all major broadcast TV networks will be interrupting their programming to air Trump's address tonight. Or not address. Same thing. You keep saying that we hit, dude. If you're gonna not count it by like one tick, then okay. You guys know how I count my price targets. If it gets near like by like 1 point up, it's the same thing, bro. But okay, I guess I won't count it. But yeah, so apparently, like I said, all major news sources are saying that all news sources that I have is saying that all major broadcast TV networks will be interrupting their programming for Trump's speech tonight. Which that's how you know it's gonna be a big fucking deal tonight, bro. So I mean, guys, how many of you guys are gonna be trading to Asia tonight? Be honest, for Trump. Me, dude, I might, bro. I just might. I don't want to because I mean it's gonna be gambling. We all know that it's gonna be a gambling trade for sure. But dude, like, you know damn well if you catch the right move for war. Guys, for those that don't know, last time that we had this, no, okay, no, I'm tripping. I'm thinking about tariffs. The last time that we had some major thing like this about tariffs, where like everyone was talking about it, all the news sources were talking about it. In one day, the market pumped up 1,000 points. So imagine you're on a PA account, right? And you catch the right move. Let's say Trump declares war's over or declares victory or whatever, whatever it is. And the markets react to that and you catch the right move. You're becoming a millionaire. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to speak it like you know what I mean? Like say it too early, but you know what I'm saying. Like tonight is probably gonna move like crazy. So maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll have my charts open, doing my thing, whatever. But I mean, who knows, man? I mean, I wish you all the best if you guys trade it, bro. But we'll see. Gamble some longs. I mean, dude, you don't know if it's gonna be bullish or bearish, bro. I mean, it'll probably be bullish. I mean, we're getting to the area where war is coming to an end. I mean, at least we think. Iran is trying to say that peace talks and everything. So, they're probably coming into an agreement. So it's probably gonna be bullish, but you never know. You can never be so sure. You know what I mean? I would rather wait for the move to actually happen and trade with the move rather than gamble the move and just hope for it to be bullish. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of you guys are trying to trade Asia tonight, so I don't know. Maybe I try it, bro. Maybe, bro. Someone said just long because if it's bearish news, we're all dead anyways, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta be positive. I mean, you are being. Come on, bro. Anyways, guys, we're pumping up a little bit here. So, if you haven't scaled already, maybe you want to get out of this choppy ass trade, then you can. But yeah, guys, let's see if we can see PT number 2. We're finally pumping up a little bit more here. Finally, bro. But yeah, let's see if we can see the 300s. Please don't keep chopping, bro. Hop on for your premium, dude. Maybe, bro. Maybe I'm on tonight. I don't know, bro. I'll see how I'm feeling, bro. Man, you guys have me doing the craziest shit all the time, bro. You're still in the trade, yeah, bro. We never got stopped out. I mean, it's just chopping. That's the only thing. Someone do a poll. No, bro. I don't need a poll. If anything, if I like it, I'll get on, bro. Dude, I just know that tonight, bro, we're gonna be averaging 100 minimum 100 point candles. Minimal 100 point candles, bro. Can you stream in full port funded? Bro, maybe I will stream, but maybe not full port, bro. Come on now. Dude, this market is so draining, bro. It's so boring. Just do something. It's like, bro, like, why do we pump not to do anything after, bro? Fake out of doom, bro. Yes, swept the high. No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me. What didn't? Oh, I'm looking at this high up here. This high is, it's kind of like whatever. So did NQ, to be fair. I mean, yeah, maybe we can get a reaction off this high. I mean, there's not much volume here, so there's probably not much liquidity there to get a reaction. But if anything, we have this main high over here that we know that has a bunch more liquidity. Obviously, look at the move. You know what I mean? We pumped up 37 points, so then dumped it down about 53 points, which on ES is like a million points. You know what I mean? So yeah, if anything, if we're gonna shoot up like this and hold above this liquidity, if we're going to, we might as well take out this high up here, which is what we're targeting here on NQ at the 300s. It's the same range. So I mean, it's just back to waiting, bro. I mean, yeah, we got a nice pump there. Hopefully, you guys took some scales or took something. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's just back to waiting. It took it out on MES? No way. Is it that much of a difference? What the fuck? You're right. Bro, that's so stupid, bro. That's a big difference. Wait, how much of a difference is that? That's 2 points, which it's not even supposed to be, not even 1 even, not even, I can't even get my words straight. It's not even supposed to be 1 tick, and it's a 2 point difference. That is very off. Well, I mean, we can only hope for the best. I mean, there's not much more I can do here. I'm already stuck in these longs, bro. So it's like, bro, like, why do we pump so close to the price target and then we just keep chopping, bro? I really do hate this market, bro. I don't know if there's a huge difference. There is, bro. It's not supposed to be off at all, bro. And it's off by 2 points. And just like that, we're back to break even. We're like, what the fuck is this market, bro? Yeah, bro. The more guys, the more that I refresh my Twitter, bro, I just keep seeing more official sources saying everything about Trump tonight. Like, dude, I'm assuming the whole market is just waiting for this, bro. That's probably what we're chopping right now, to be honest. It's a bunch of anticipation. Shop is killing me. Dude, tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it, bro. And then we miss our main price target by 8 points, and now we're back into this choppy ass range, which God knows what's gonna happen now. It's like it's so close, but so far. I'm not sure until ES takes out the triple top. Triple top? What do you mean triple top? Oh. Oh, yeah. What the hell? I didn't even notice. I haven't marked out. I just didn't notice that we had that. Yeah, that's a strong last level. We're probably going to see it tonight, bro, if anything. So don't get too excited. We're probably going to go straight to that level tonight during Trump. Gold is up. Yeah, it's moving normal, I guess. Took a 200-point trade last night on NQ off that last triple top. Which one? Show me. Hey, send me a screenshot. Let me check it out. On ES? Which one? Yeah, just show me the chart because I'm never gonna find it. Can we please break this high? 7 points, please. Is it really that hard? I just want to get the fuck out of this trade, bro. It's right there, bro. Like, damn, that's going crazy, bro. Blast seems like he has a pocket full of shot, bro. I sent you the DM if my dev team can help you with what? I'll check it out, but I'm curious. With what? Dev team. What are we deving? Dude, we've been in this trade for an hour. Oh my goodness, bro. Finally, bro. Oh my gosh, guys. Bro, PT2 hit, bro, after like a whole hour of the fucking trade, bro. Damn. Guys, skill here, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Finally, bro. I'm going break even on my stop loss, bro. Jeez, bro. What a fucking trade. Dude. My goodness. Guys, next time, please, guys, remind me. If we don't like this volume, bro, tell me to get the fuck off, bro. Please. Jeez, dude. We're probably gonna keep chopping, bro. don't get it twisted, bro. We're probably gonna keep chopping. I'm fully out. I was miserable, dude. Tell me about it, bro. I moved my stop loss to break even, bro. Whatever happens, honestly, I'll call it a day. I'll come back later. I'll come back later during Trump, bro. My goodness, bro. You're out too. Are you guys break even at least? Hopefully. You're up 600. Okay. Oh, damn, bro. Okay, then you're good, bro. I'm break even basically. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of you guys are either very green or just break even. Yeah, break even. I'm satisfied. Yeah, bro. Just get the fuck off, bro. I moved my stop loss to break even, so I don't really care about the loss too much. I'm still green on the week. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit more juice out of this trade. I kind of doubt it, to be honest, but it's kind of whatever. Are you gonna go later, live later in the premium, dude? I'm considering it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't want to trade Trump tonight, but the more that I keep opening Twitter and seeing how many people are actually interested in trading, and I know how much is gonna move, I kind of want to trade during Trump, but I don't know. I don't know. At least keep it. Yeah, no, I'll for sure keep an eye on it. That's typically the time that I'm charting for the next day either way. So I'm gonna be looking at it regardless. Yeah, at least you guys are break even. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about my position. It doesn't really matter. I'll make it back. Don't worry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of assuming that I'm probably gonna get stopped out of break even. You know, with the chop. So. But what's it called? Hopefully you guys are at least break even or green on the day, man. I care about you guys more than the amount of accounts. Don't worry about my accounts. What's the next TV for you, dude? It is far as hell, bro. I might get out if I'm green like maybe like $100 on the day on like my total P&L, maybe like $100-200. I'll probably call it and get off. But I'll pump the market, but please, bro. you're a little bit too late. You got one runner, bro. At least go break even. All right, bro. All right, I'm off. Hey, bro, take it easy, JC, bro. Take it easy. I'm gonna stay on stream for a little bit longer because obviously I'm still holding this trade. Hold on, let me put my cat real quick. But yeah, bro. Jerome Powell just hopped on Counter-Strike 2. What do you mean? Oh, on my Steam? For real? Hold on. There's no way. I gotta look at my stream, on my YouTube stream, in 2 minutes. Hopefully Asia, dude, I promise you, bro, if you catch even slightly the right move during Asia, you're gonna make more money than you know what to do with, bro. I mean, I'm probably saying all this now. We probably don't even move during Asia, but you know what I mean. Don't tell me that. Yo, come on now, bro. I mean, bro, it's Trump talking about war. Everyone's talking about it online. News sources are gonna be quitting all broadcasting for Trump. There's no way that we don't move, right? I mean, right? There's no way. Bro, I caught a 200-point trade on Asia the other day. Man, bro. I think the biggest trade that I've ever caught during Asia was I don't remember. Maybe like 200 points. And the red today. Did you catch this trade, Javier? At least did you at least loosen down the red a little bit? No. I caught the first trade, lost. What about this one? This one should have been enough to at least get you back to break even with the same size. Or near break even. Can I try this one? Let me see. Bro, don't tell me you use a different stop loss. Don't tell me you use a different stop loss, bro. Hold on. And I move to break even. Oh, bro, that's the one thing you don't do during chop, bro. Because, dude, you can't go break even during chop before your price target because, dude, we're chopping at your entry. You know, it's just, come on, bro. You let emotions get through, bro. Come on, bro. I mean, it's all good. It's fine. You know, we can make it back. But come on now, bro. I tried my stop to below the 15-minute gap and got stopped. Bro, too soon, bro. But it's fine. It's fine. David, you're still on? Yes, dude. We hit the price target, but I'm still on the fucking trade, bro. I want to get out of this shit, bro. I want to get out green, bro. I at least want to get paid for my patience, bro. Come on, just one pump up of 302 and then we're good, bro. And then I'm off. Or maybe ES maybe also hit this level. That also works too. You know what I mean? Just get me out of this trade, bro, please. You should exit at lunch hour. Nah, I don't exit based off time. It's just whatever move the market does. I mean, I'm already break even. So if anything, I'm hoping for Trump to say something so the market either dumps or pumps, so I get something. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. I need the market to do something, bro. Eventually, it has to do something. How much are you down from the first trade? From the first trade, I think I was down $646, which, to be honest, with a light size, that's kind of a lot. So I gotta see what I did wrong there. I think I just had a big stop loss. Which, to be fair, I had like a 50-point stop loss. But with 5 micros, that's that much? I don't know. I did something wrong there. I gotta look back at it. But yeah, I was on 646. This week has been so shitty. No. Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This week has been amazing. This week has been we've caught some very clean trades. Just today, obviously, the market's a little bit choppy, but that's normal. It has not been a bad week. I disagree with you on that one. Obviously, today's a little bit different. I mean, we got a winning trade, but we did get a losing trade. But just one losing trade does not mean that the week is bad. Come on now. We have had some In fact, I don't even remember what trades we caught this week. I know yesterday we caught 90 points. Yesterday was Monday, right? No, yesterday was Tuesday. So 40 points today. Then another loss today. So we're 1 for 2 today. And yesterday we caught 90 points. And Monday, what did we catch on Monday? Oh, we caught 60 points on Monday. In fact, on Monday we caught 2 trades, right? Yeah, Monday we caught 2 trades. No, this week has been amazing, guys. Come on now. Yeah, Monday we caught 40 points and 60 points, and yesterday we caught 90 points, and then today we caught 1 loss for minus 50 points, and then another win for so far 40 points. Hopefully more, because I'm still in this. But we can only hope. You know what I mean? Nah, but this trade, at least for me, it's been pretty nice. It's been pretty clean, pretty smooth, pretty clean. Just today has been a little bit different. Why didn't you put out that? Okay, so guys, for those wondering, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm hiding something or whatever. First of all, I'm going to show the loss. Don't worry. Now, guys, okay, look, hear me out. All right, let me show you guys something. All right, and I want you guys to actually understand this. Look at this, guys. With the first entry that I got, look at this. Hold up. Okay, look at my screen. Wait, hold up. Hold that thought for a second, because we're lucky pumping. Let me see if I can get the hell out of this trade. Anyways, okay, look. So look, guys, with the first entry, you guys want to see my entry? All right, look at this, guys. Look at this. You guys ready? Look at my screen share. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Bro, look at my fucking entry. My entry was down here. All right, so by the time I typed up the alert, the trade was red. And I have this thing where if the trade is red or if it's not really near my entry, I don't put it out because obviously if I'm red, I don't want you guys to enter when the trade is kind of going against us. You get what I'm saying? So we entered here. Yes, I got bottom ticked. Laugh at me. It happens. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Right? But yeah, unfortunately with this entry, I got a little bit of a bad entry. And then the trade kind of shot up. I couldn't alert it because it was already red. And I was going to set you guys up for failure even though I was already failing. So by the time that, everything happened, I was already stopped out. Does that mean I'm hiding the loss? No, don't worry. I'm going to show it. I always do. You know what I mean? Because you guys have this little thing of saying that I don't show my losses, even though I always do. I don't know where that comes from. And either way, I do it on stream, and it's all recorded on my YouTube. So, yeah. But that's a conversation for another day. I'm not trying to deal with that shit right now. but yeah. What's the strat? Wait. So why did you end up taking that entry? Yeah, there was a fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. It was an inverse off a 15-minute fair value gap. So it was this one right here. So we entered right down here. We got a little bit of a later entry because obviously we're waiting for an impulse. And then we had the dual sweep off this high up here, selling pressure, inverse, room for lower. The market was not overbought, but we had room for sellers. You know what I mean? And then we took the shorts, and then even if the shorts worked out, we were going to get stopped out regardless because some news came out, which caused the markets to pump randomly in 1 minute, 72 points. So no matter even if the trade was going to go in our favor, it was not going to work. No matter what. So yeah, we would have gotten stopped out of the trade regardless, which is why I'm not really mad about it. But yeah, Chadwell, don't worry, bro. That's fine if you're curious, bro. You can always ask me. I don't hide anything. Like, I wouldn't. Especially if I do it on stream. I mean, that's kind of stupid. But yeah, guys, we're pumping up a little bit here, bro. I lucky want to get the fuck out of this trade. So yeah, let me quickly type up this alert. At least this trade played out, bro. So I don't have to fucking deal with anything today. Because you guys know how it gets on red days, bro. It gets so fucking annoying with some people. Holy bump. I'm out of this trade, guys. I am out, bro. Fuck that trade, bro. Well, excuse my language, guys. I know I don't really curse too much on stream. But, dude, of course, as I get out, it pumps. You know what? I'll take my $100 for the day. It's better than red. Let's be honest here. Wow, guys. Look at that, bro. Me rushing to get out of the trade as it was pumping. What a stupid move. It's all good, though. At least I'm green. Finally, bro. Finally, bro. Oh, Bro, guys, you guys do not understand, bro. I I hate trading chop, bro, because dude, it has you like stressing about every little move, bro. Oh, bro, guys, please remind me next time that if we don't like the market, tell me to get the fuck off, bro. But yeah, guys, I got out of that trade. I'm up $100 on the day per account, which it's something, you know, better than red. But at least we got something, bro. I'm happy with that. David, answer Moonlight's question. I didn't have the chat open. Let me see. What's the deal? Well, oh, okay. So Moonlight, I'm assuming you're a little bit new to the premium. All right, bro. So let me show you something. All right, bro. So look, after the stream, which we're about to end it real quick because soon because we're already done with for the day, guys. Okay, so look, Moonlight, real quick. There's gonna be a few channels that I want you to pay attention to. All right. First channel, if you don't know what a drawn liquidity is, go to YouTube videos right here. You're gonna scroll up to this one. This strategy catches market reversals before they happen. In fact, if you have some time, watch every single one of these videos, except for this one here, because this is just for beginners. I mean, maybe you are a beginner. Maybe you need that video, right? But watch this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. In my opinion, watch these two first, because these are the most updated ones on my strategy. But watch all of them. All right, next, go down to Blastoise's full strategy. This one is under the premium. Watch this one. Right, this one is more of like a guide, so you understand all the terms, how it works, drawn liquidity, what it is, for example, like this, what is drawn liquidity, how it works, what time frames to use, etc., etc., etc. MSS model, IFEG, fair value gaps, A plus confluences, everything you need is all here. All right, now after that, you're gonna go up back under YouTube videos under day trading guide. Here are more videos. Boom, boom, boom. There's like a dozen videos here, each video being about 1 to 2 hours long. So grab some popcorn, all right, bro, because you got to get to learning, all right, bro. Everything here on my strategy is all here, all right, everything, and it's all labeled. So if you want to look for one specific thing, it's all here, all right. For example, breaking down how I use DOL plus MSS, blah, 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 blah. You get the point. After you watch those videos, you scroll down even more, all right, and you guys can't complain that I don't teach you guys, all right, because everything is here, all right. After you do that, go to trade breakdowns under Blastoise's full strategy. Here, I don't really post on this channel too much, but there is enough content for you to get an idea of it. So if you want to learn more on regular fair value gaps, I do some videos here, each video being about 30 to 40 minutes long on the trade that I caught, 100-point trade, 140-point trade, and so on, right? And then you have inverse fair value gaps where there's a little bit more, more breakdowns and all that good stuff, so you can get the idea of how my strategy works. All right, bro. And like I said, literally everything everything that I know about trading myself, it's all posted into this Discord. You just gotta look to find it. All right. And obviously, if you have any other questions, you can hit me up, bro. That trade sucked. Okay, no. Hold on. Let's not get it twisted here. The setup was good. It's just the volume was bad. You know what I mean? It still hit the price targets regardless, but the volume was horrible. Let me see. David, have you ever tried using heat map? I want to, but I have not found the time to actually trade it. Yeah, thanks. I got you, bro. I was asking about the current chart though. Someone said drawn liquidity. That drawn liquidity to happen 100 points below. Wait. Drawn liquidity 100 points below. No. We're basing our bias from this liquidity here. So what we did for this trade was we obviously saw a bullish trend. Obviously, higher highs, higher lows. Nice bullish trend. Market wanted higher. We had some nice buying pressure into higher. We took out the drawn liquidity at 246. We held above it. We had room for higher. We had an inverse of the fair value gap. And we just took the setup from there. Obviously, it was not the best setup because obviously I have this rule, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not the happiest with. I kind of broke one rule today. Keyword kind of. Because you guys know I don't like to take trades where I have an entry next to a drawn liquidity. Because what can happen is, let's say, for example, right here, we take out the drawn liquidity, we pump up, it hits the inverse, we enter. Shortly after, remember, you're not giving the market enough room nor time to know what it wants to do. Does it want to sweep the drawn liquidity after a little pump? Or, we don't know. Right? So what can happen is you get the entry here, and then shortly after, it can reverse down to your stop loss. So these trades, I kind of suggest you don't take. Yes, I will admit today we kind of broke a little bit of a rule, but to be honest, it was kind of in terms of, I don't want to say desperation, but it was kind of the only like if we knew that the market was going to go up, it was the only setup we could have worked with. If we didn't take longs off here, there was nothing more we could have taken longs from at all. So we kind of would have missed out on this entire move here. Go on the daily? No, okay. I don't trade the daily. Remember, I'm a day trader. I'm a scalper. I don't use the daily time frame at all. I never even consider it. Look, let me check it out. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Look at London. London is maybe down here, right? If anything, just chart it out and just send me the screenshot. I'll check it out there. By the way, is anyone still in this trade? Thank you, Dave. I want to go back to your videos. 100. And bro, guys, I always tell you guys, ask me questions, guys. Ask me questions, bro. If you guys are stuck or need help, guys, that's what you're paying me for, bro. That's why you're in this Discord. You know what I mean? Like, bro, use it. You know what I mean? Same thing for my people in my mentorship. And I know a lot of you guys in here are guilty to it, bro. Guys, I have people paying me for a mentorship, and it's like, bro, like, call me. You know what I mean? Like, I have people paying for the mentorship, and it's like they don't use it. You know, and I'm calling you guys out because, like, dude, come on now, bro. It's my job to help you guys out, and I really hate to see that you guys may be confused or struggling and you don't ask questions. Come on now, bro. Even for my people on YouTube, bro. I've been reading my YouTube chat a lot more often recently. So ask questions, bro. Darren, you know, if I just blew 20. Okay, come on. When is it what you've been doing, bro? But yeah, guys, bro, you guys don't understand, bro. It deadass feels like 1,000 pounds just got lifted off my shoulder, bro. Oof. Thank God this trade played out, bro. Wow. What a trade, bro. This thing was horrible. Bro, deal will sweep, higher time frame, delivery. We're so overbought. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. We are kind of overbought. We have not taken out a single level of liquidity today. Whoa. Bro, is your name Angeleth? Is that how you say it? Angeleth? Or Angeleth? Angeleth. That's his angle. Angel? Angel? Angel. I'm just gonna call you Angel, bro. Yeah, dude, yeah. I'm gonna call you Angel, bro, and we'll leave it at that, bro. Yeah, bro, Angel. Send your whole review in the trading chat, because I'm gonna get, in the premium chat. I'm gonna get off the stream soon. I mean, a lot of you guys already got off. I mean, the whole stream's gone. Angle, dude, his name is literally spelled Angle. Angle, not Angel. But yeah, just, bro, send me your whole review in the trading in the premium chat, because I'm still gonna be on Discord. I'm just gonna get off the stream, bro. I am done trading for today, bro. Maybe I'm on later for Trump, but that's later. That's at night. That's at PM. At 9 p.m. So yeah. Is shorts valid, dude? I don't. Okay, bro. Look, I don't know if you just saw what trade we just had, bro. There's no way you're still trying to trade this market, bro. Dude, get off, bro. There's no way you want to do this again, right? I'm just playing, bro. I'm up today. No need, bro. Thank God, man. Hopefully you guys are green, bro. I'm back. Did I not tell you I was going to pump the market? Bro, thank you, bro. Didn't you size heavy on the last one? No, I did 5 contracts on the last one. I'm not going to lie to you guys. On the last trade, I did technically size light, but I'm not going to lie. I don't know how the hell I lost $600. I don't know what my stop loss was. I'm pretty sure it was like a 50-point stop loss, right? There's no way you lose $600. 650 to be exact, with a 50-point stop loss with 5 micros, right? There's no way. Oh, of course, Joker's up 10K, bro. Like, what the hell? Yeah, there's no. I did something wrong. I gotta look back at that trade. I don't know. I actually don't know how I was down $600 on that trade, because I sized light and I didn't have that much of a crazy stop loss. At least I don't think I did. Let me see. With the 80% off of the premium, will it continue to renew each month with that discount? No. But I do a discount pretty often. So honestly, bro, if you catch the discount code in time, or if you're paying attention, you can pretty much get the premium for like $10 every month, bro. Once again, bro, I don't really care. Abuse the codes. I don't give a shit. I'm just here to trade and have a community, and at least make something out of it for all the work that I put out. You know what I mean, bro? Even if it's $10. You know what I mean? But yeah. Guys, I'm up $30. Am I valid? Yeah, bro. You can, dude. That can give you like 2 nice McDonald's meals, bro. Fuck it. If you catch the discount sometime, like, bro, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. Most of the time I forget that I'm even running a discount, and I leave these codes up for like weeks, bro. Like, look, I'm not even gonna lie. Look, with the current discount I'm doing right now, bro, I was supposed to end this discount like 2 weeks ago. Like, I put it out on the 23rd, dude. We're in the 1st of the month, bro. And I was supposed to turn this off on the weekend of that I put this out. And I completely forgot I even had it, bro. so yeah, I mean, if my people want to use it, if you guys want to use it, bro, I mean, go ahead. I don't really mind. I don't really care. And it also comes with the indicator, so just DM me for it. But yeah. Next giveaway. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was supposed to do a giveaway like a week or two ago, and I completely forgot about it. Mike, okay, I'm leaving, bro. If you're green, bro, take it easy, bro. Unfortunately, I unfortunately didn't make the trade. We'll make it back, bro. Bro, Cam. If anything, come back later, bro. Come back at night during the during Asia. Trade if you want, trade Trump. It's probably gonna be a very good market. Yeah, big money is waiting to be made tonight. So if you have the premium, well, I was mainly supposed to do the whole indicator thing for the offer for to encourage people to join the premium. But yeah. What time are you planning on opening the charts? Probably like I guess we can start preparing our chart by like 8:40 and then have Trump speaking at 9. David, are you streaming or alerting? Dude, honestly, bro, I don't fucking know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be on tonight. Maybe. I mean, it's a 50-50, dude. Remember, guys, anything that you take tonight is probably gonna be a big gamble. I never traded Asia. Is it actually good? It's good on some days, dude. It's not amazing, to be honest. Oh yeah, no. Seriously though, yeah, I agree with Basha, bro. Even if I don't go live today, guys, or tonight for Trump, even if I catch a trade while Trump is speaking, you know what the chances are of you getting the same fill as me? Impossible. Because imagine the market is pumping up 100 plus points per candle, right? I ordered a trade. By the time you get the notification, by the time you process it, by the time you go into your chart, and by the time you enter, dude, the trade is done. You know what I mean? It's stupid. So it's either I either stream it or I don't trade it. There's no in between. Bro, I love that video, bro. But yeah, guys, I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long, bro. It's already, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starving. It's already 12. I'm exhausted from the charts, and I don't want to think about chart for the rest of the day until tonight. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off the stream. I really hope most, if not all of you guys, are green on the day, which you guys should be. I mean, we caught a bigger trade than the last one, so yeah. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna get off, and yeah, I'm gonna go eat because I'm starving. All right, guys, what time is Trump speaking? 9 p.m. Eastern time. So at night, Eastern time. All right, bro. If any of you could double check Forex Factory. Why does this look like? Yo, I need whatever you're smoking, bro. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off. If you guys are still holding this trade, the next price target is at 340. So if we hit that price target, by all means, do as you please. All right, guys. Movement will only start after. Yes. Movement will only start after Trump is speaking. Yes. But yeah, guys. Other than that, guys, I will see you guys maybe later tonight. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Maybe later tonight I might be tired or maybe busy. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee anything. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm going to get off for today. I'm going to consider this a green day. Obviously, I'm green on the day. We got a winning trade. We did get a losing trade, which I will be showing before you guys start talking shit over nothing. But yeah, this trade was bigger than the last one. And we're green. So I'm calling it a green day. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you guys later. All right. Peace out, guys. Peace. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy your days. Peace out, guys. And YouTube, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. It has been one of the longest streams this week, bro. So hopefully you guys are agreeing with me, bro. It was one of the longest streams that we've caught, but bro, it worked. So who can complain? All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna get off. Your boy is starving. So I'm gonna go get some, I don't know what I'm craving. Maybe some Burger King. That's just fire. Or maybe some food. I don't know. Anything. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off and I'll see you guys maybe later tonight for Trump. Maybe tomorrow. Or no, not maybe tomorrow. For sure tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow, no matter what. But maybe tonight for Trump. Maybe I go live. I'll see how I'm feeling. All right, guys. But regardless, green day today. Not the greenest, but it's green, so we'll take it. All right, guys. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow or maybe later. All right, one of those two.